day he won his election and telling business groups that he's best at making those trade deals.
So Sleepy Joe think of that. In 4 years, he did less than $1 trillion. We're going to have 21 trillion in 1 year. I would say it's slightly better.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer criticized the notable trade deal with Chinese President Xi, saying that China agreed to nothing of substance that will improve trade. Well, the president also weighed in on New York City electing a Democratic socialist as its next mayor by calling him a communist. He says that's not good for anyone.
The 2025 election will be remembered for New Yorkers electing a 34-year-old Democratic socialist. Mayor-elect Zoran Mamdani is proud of who he is.
I am young, despite my best efforts to grow older. I am Muslim. I am a democratic socialist.
In some places, Mamdani-like candidates selling a socialist agenda were thwarted. Pennsylvania Democrat Senator John Fetterman rejects the movement in that direction.
Socialism isn't my party's future, certainly not.
In Washington, Mike Emanuel, Fox News.
Well, during the record government shutdown, air travelers are being warned that they'll continue to feel the strain because 40 locations will be seeing a 10% reduction in flight capacity.
We had to have a gut check of what is our job. Is it to make sure there's, minimal delays or minimal cancellations, or is our job to make sure we make the hard decisions to continue to keep the airspace safe?
That's Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
The consequences for low test scores. Nothing on radar. 37 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 61. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:02. About 3,000 Hoosier kids are repeating the third grade this year.
That's because they did not pass the I-grade exam. The state's education department put out data Wednesday showing that's 7 times more students being held back than just 2 years ago. The Indiana Capitol Chronicle says Education Secretary Katie Jenner thinks it could have been worse, crediting students getting better at reading, with the final retention number being lower than they first thought. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
SNAP benefits for more than 250,000 Indiana households are being delayed by at least a week. The state says the USDA updated how to calculate the maximum benefits, so the Family and Social Services Administration is sorting through the changes before the payments go out. A report recently came out from the Indiana Gaming Commission about future casinos in Indiana.
And it's a report that's drawing reaction. I'm John Herrick. That report says Auburn would be a potential location for a casino. Republican State Representative Ben Smaltz of Auburn read it, and he says if this were something the community wanted to pursue, then an independent review should be conducted to assess the potential social, traffic, and infrastructure impacts to the community. He's concerned that expanded gambling can lead to higher rates of addiction, financial hardship, and family strain. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Well, the NCAA has issued penalties to Brett Agnew, a former IU volleyball coach, after finding out that he placed more than $327,000 in sports bets during his time at IU. According to the NCAA's case summary, Agnew made hundreds of bets on both college and professional sports, which are considered violations under NCAA rules. He placed 700 wagers during a 5-month span. The Indiana Pacers dropped to 1-7 last night after a 112-103 loss to the Brooklyn Nets. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic and weather together in 1 minute on a Thursday morning. It's 6:04.
Here's the question. Should you delay filing your Social Security until age 70? Conventional wisdom says that would give you a bigger benefits check. But that's not necessarily true anymore, because when you considered your taxes on your benefits, IRA and 401k withdrawals, and even Medicare premiums, you could get even more income by filing for your benefits early. Discover how you could get every penny out of your benefits with a free, yes, free customized Social Security analysis from Bill Demery, your retirement guy, at 317-648-5120.
If you've saved more than $200,000 and have not yet filed for Social Security. Schedule that free analysis right now. Call 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120, or visit yourretirementguy.com. That's yourretirementguy.com.
Downtown, southbound 6570 crash after Washington Street, blocking the right lane, causing slow traffic back to Michigan Street. Also downtown, shipping people out to the airport here this morning. Maybe you're doing some ride sharing from the hotels. Looking good on westbound 70 from the entrances at West and Meridian. And then a 9-minute trip on westbound 70 out to Indianapolis International. Please make it safe. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies Incorporated. I'm Matt Baer with Traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
I've never heard Matt Baer discuss ride shares from the hotels.
Oh, I do that all the time, man.
Oh, I was just wondering, maybe you took a ride share from a hotel this morning. Is there anything you'd like to share with
us? No, I didn't. But
any kind of salacious material you would like to imbue us with?
No. I would have, but I don't have enough gas to ride share people out to the hotel. I can go do that if anybody needs a ride. I'll be back.
Oh, no, I don't mean you drove. Oh. I mean you took the ride share because you were at a hotel last night.
Well, oh man, a gentleman never tells, Tony. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's why I asked you.
No, thank you kindly. Thank you very much. Yeah, it was fine. You know, there was a cigar smoking, and then we kind of went to the Omni for a little bit, and after that, hit the whistle stop in, and then I drove everybody to the airport this morning. How'd you know this?
Yeah, you're not playing along, and I don't appreciate it.
I thought I was brilliantly, actually.
Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist. Can you believe it? You've got to bail us out. Go ahead.
What? It is a weird day. Happy Thursday, everybody. Nice and calm today, but it is going to be cooler. Kind of your standard early November afternoon. Sunny, a high of 58 today. Tonight, partly cloudy, not quite as cold, a low down to 46. Friday, cloudy skies. There might be some spotty or scattered showers. There could even be a rumble of thunder in the morning hours. I do think we'll dry out by the afternoon. A little breezy at times. Friday's high 65. Saturday, daytime should be dry, partly cloudy. Some showers late, 58. And boy, do we see a big drop in temperature Sunday. Much colder. Some light showers, maybe even some flurries mixing in to wrap up the weekend. Sunday's high, 42.
That's Marcus Bailey of Wish TV. Thank you, Marcus. Appreciate that quite a bit. We've got ourselves 34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:08. 10% flight reductions. I'd actually love to hear from someone over at the airport to give us an idea on how this is going to affect Indianapolis International Airport. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. This was Sean Duffy, the Secretary of Transportation, stating quite clearly, we don't have the people. They have walked off the job because they are not getting paid in this government shutdown. He was very, very clear.
In regard to air traffic control, we've had a conversation over the course of the last month about some of the challenges that we're having in the airspace. Many of you know that we are 2,000 controllers short, air traffic controllers short, and we have surged our academy to bring more controllers into our system. We are 20% up in controllers through the academy thus far this year. I've also offered air traffic controllers who are of the age of retirement a 20% upfront cash bonus to actually stay on. Some of the best controllers we have don't retire, keep working for us. All of that has been reducing the pressure on the staffing side of air traffic control. It's working, but it takes years to bring more well-trained, certified controllers into the airspace.
You don't rush that stuff. It's like bourbon. It can't be rushed. It needs the time in order to mature. Oh, sure, you could just have any old whiskey, and I'm not going to tell you no. But you're not going to have the same smooth landing. My gosh, that's a very good analysis right there. Bravo to me. Well done. Well played. You know what? Put that in the Marconi nomination. That's where that's going. Comparing air traffic controllers to bourbon. Get that on NPR. That's not happening. But the effect is going to be everywhere. And if the reduction happens in places like Atlanta or New York, Chicago, these major hubs, of course you're going to feel the effects if you have any level of connection. So as you're traveling, as you're flying, be prepared for the delays. Don't be yelling at the staff. Don't be yelling at other people. Hang loose. Bring snacks. All right? And to the airlines, provide snacks. Don't tell these people who did nothing wrong that somehow they have to spend $11 on whatever airport coffee there is. And to the airport, no $11 coffee, please. Look at that. I'm just solving all the problems left and right. My gosh, it's going to be a fantastic morning. Tony Katz, that's me, by the way. 93 WIBC, good morning. You are sick and tired of confusing offers. You want to understand what it is that your potential HVAC company has to offer. Plumbing company has to offer. Masters Heating and Cooling, they make it simple. You can get a full second opinion from one of their master comfort advisors completely free. Masters Heating and Cooling, they do all the HVAC work right here at my home, and they can take care of your home. Get a free HVAC second opinion. Or how about an early bird fall tune-up for only $69? Maybe you need a new water heater. How about $200 off water heater installation? Residential install only. Can't be combined with other offers. Talk to Masters about all the details. The professionals, the pros, come to you, show you what's going on, work you through it, and they can offer you 0% financing on qualified purchases. Masters Heating and Cooling. The people to trust when you need a second opinion, when you need the job done right. 317-881-9074. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-881-9074. Masters Heating and Cooling. 881-9074 or online at mastersindy.com. That's mastersindy.com.
This is Gary Dick. Notre Dame and Under Armour strike a partnership at 632. Brought to you by the 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Labor's District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA.
You know that moment, right before the relatives arrive, when you suddenly see every spot, stain, and pet hair in the house. Hi, this is Denny Smith for Zero Res, and I'm here to tell you, don't DIY it before Thanksgiving. Leave it to the cleaning heroes at Zero Res. They'll make your carpets, upholstery, and even your air ducts shine without soap, residue, or harsh chemicals. Right now, get 3 rooms cleaned starting at $129 and take $50 off air duct cleaning. That's how you get your home looking and smelling like you meant to plan ahead. With over 5,100 Google reviews and a 4.9 rating, you can trust Zero Res to get it right the first time. So before Aunt Terry starts helping with the vacuum, call the pros. 317-388-5141 or ZeroResIndy.com, because nothing says welcome home like carpets so clean you could eat your pie off of them. But please don't. Zero Res, forward or backward, it spells the same, and it spells clean. 317-388-5141 or ZeroResIndy.com.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $400 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Baer in the WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
Yeah, totally downtown, southbound 6570 after Washington Street. It's a crash blocking the right lane, causing stop-and-go traffic back to Michigan Street. Check it out, westbound 70 coming in from Hancock County. That looks good, Greenfield. State Road 9 into 465 on the east side. I have you on 12 minutes right now. Have a safe ride in. Inbound 69 from Fisher's looking good from State Road 37 to 465. No sweat there. Traffic sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders. Eli Manning reminds you there's nothing like football in King's Hawaiian Sliders. King's Hawaiian Sliders make you a winner on game day. Pick them up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
What do we have? We've got ourselves 34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:16.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
This month, Pure Talk is supporting Canines for Warriors, a terrific organization that trains rescue dogs and then pairs them up with combat vets struggling with PTSD. This is why I switched to Pure Talk. Sure, I like the unlimited talk, text, and plenty of 5G data for just $25 a month, and you will too. But you will love being in business with a company that shares your values. Dial pound 250, say micro, and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Reach your fitness goals in 2025 with a 20-minute once-a-week program at Exercise Inc. 5 locations now in Fishers. Visit exerciseinc.com.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Yesterday, the Trump administration goes in front of the Supreme Court and says, these tariffs, we can do this. We can do this. And the Supreme Court says, not so sure. Not so sure you can do this. And the Trump administration, through the Solicitor General, was like, oh, no, we can do this. And the Supreme Court kind of tilted their head, and they were like, well, It wasn't a great day for them yesterday. Be clear. Don't know what the court's going to do. No one does. But at first blush, this did not go the way the Trump administration wanted it to. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. This is all about the IEEPA. So this is about whether or not the president has the unilateral authority to impose a tariff, utilizing these emergency powers. The Solicitor General, making the case for the administration, for the country, if you will, is John Sauer. His argument was that the president's power to regulate foreign financial transactions, when he declares an emergency, includes the authority to impose tariffs. The justices said, tariffs are taxes. So how in the world does the president impose a tax on the American people? That's not how it works. It has to emanate from Congress. The argument rests on the idea of how much or how does the president, what does it read? What is a clear reading of the statute state? This is the International Emergency Economic Powers Act of 1977. The part of the statement, part of the writing of the legislation, if you will, discusses whether or not or where the president's power is in terms of being able to regulate. So part of the statement reads that the president can regulate tariffs, can regulate through these powers things coming into the country, which would mean goods and services. And what the administration says is that includes the ability to tariff them. The argument is you could state whether something is allowed to be sold, whether it's allowed entrance into the nation. But it is a much different thing by leaps and bounds to make the statement that you can de facto just offer up some tax to it and everybody just goes along with it. That's not how any of this works. Now, this has gotten and taken on a little bit of a weird life of its own because some people have started to ask what I consider to be a truly ridiculous question.
Pointed ones coming from all sides of the court.
They're very pointed questions, but we can just start with Chief Justice Roberts. Why not? He's the Chief Justice. As he mentioned, generally, the Congress has the power to tax, and that's a power that's reserved only for them. Trump's lawyers or the administration lawyers are saying that this isn't a tax. What they're doing is essentially regulating imports. This is more about foreign policy, and what they're doing is trying to bring manufacturing jobs back to the United States. So they're regulating import to allow that to happen, and that any taxes that comes from that is incidental. The lawyers on the other side are saying that's BS. This is a tax, and only the Congress has the right to do that. Now, it is of note that Justice Alito did bring up that in emergency situations, the president does have more power. And we're going to hear this question answered of, Trump has this notion now that he can decide when it's an emergency. And he's tried to use that with immigration. He's tried to use that with tariffs. I think we're going to get an answer as to whether or not a president can unilaterally decide when it's an emergency, so he should get more power.
If it's not the president who decides it's an emergency, we already know on a military side that if the country should be invaded, you don't have to wait for the declaration of war to defend the nation. We already know this to be true. How is it possible that anybody other than the chief executive could declare an emergency? How else could that possibly work? What an odd statement there from CNN, from one of their commentators. And it's an odd statement because on its face, it hits you as, well, if not the president, then who? Now, you could argue, well, if not the president, then it's going to be Congress. You can argue that. You could also argue that emergency powers may very well have some kind of, wait for it, time limit. You could make that argument. That simply, it does not go on for forever. It can't go on for forever. So this conversation in front of the Supreme Court yesterday, when I say it didn't go the way that the president wanted, it's because the pushback to the Solicitor General Sauer was, it's a tax. You know it's a tax. Tax come from the House. What do you think you're doing? Meaning that if there was a pause on allowing the import, that would be allowed. If you are utilizing the emergency to make dollars, gain revenue, that isn't its purpose. As a matter of just the law itself, the Emergency Powers Act itself. That was the initial read on it. And we won't see a decision for a couple months, but that was the first take. Oh, I don't like the fact that this is the way it went down. I'm just sharing with you how it's going down. But this idea that the president can't declare the emergency is such a radical idea. You can't hate Trump so much. Oh, wait, of course they can. But you can hate Trump so much that you want to take away from the president the ability to denote or to proclaim the emergency and then take action. If the president can't declare an emergency regarding adversaries, nations that he believes are treating us wrong, can you declare an emergency on a storm? And you say to me, well, the legislation says this, the legislation says that. Now you want carve-outs. We vote for somebody to make these choices. You might not like the choices. To say no to this, it's going to be harder and harder to be able to respond to things quickly when it's necessary. Right now, first blush, I think the Trump administration is going to lose this argument. The follow-up is, this is only utilizing tariffs through the IEEPA. IEEPA. Doesn't mean that there aren't other tactics. So get ready for that. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
Yeah, Tony, looking at southbound 6570 crash downtown. It's after Washington Street, blocking the right lane, causing stop-and-go traffic back to Michigan Street and south side. Northbound 65 now stop and go from Raymond into the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by B Window. It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off, plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
Turns out weightlifting is way better for you than cardio. Better hit the gym, Casey.
Join us Thursday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
1 second I'm on my bike, next second I see this car coming at me. And
I broke my left ankle in 3 places.
I decided to call Hensley.
I realized Hensley was impressive first time I spoke with my attorney.
They just kind of took that burden off my back.
It happens. Hire Hensley.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, is it true?
What's that?
Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires.
Absolutely.
Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change.
You got it.
I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
But I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
No purchase necessary. Ends 12/31/25. Visit website for details.
The biggest Black Friday sale ever is going on now at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Save up to $800 on top brand mattresses from Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy. Indiana-made Smith Brothers of Bern is holding their factory authorized sale with the lowest price in 2025 and 50% off all Flex Deal and Lazy Boy. Free delivery, cash discounts, interest-free financing. Hurry, sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Hellsberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for Mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for Dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop in store at Hellsberg.com for up to 50% off.
Growing your retail business is easier with Shopify Point of Sale. Shopify POS connects your entire retail store, in-store, online, and social media on one platform. It's built for how customers shop today and for how they'll shop tomorrow. The result? Smoother checkouts and deeper customer relationships that pay off and keep them coming back. Ready to grow with Shopify POS? Visit shopify.com/switch now for more details. That's shopify.com/switch now.
Is your home stressing you out? Why not sell it to us? We will buy any property in any condition.
We receive a tremendous amount of phone calls on that property. A lot of them are very aggravating. You're not going to buy it over the phone, so let's don't kick tires. Come and look, say yay or nay, and then we can both go on down the street. And so James did come, looked it over, we talked, chatted. James, he did a good job. Did what he said he was going to do.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME.
It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com.
Trust me. Do you need furnace or heat pump service and need to find a local well-trained expert you can trust like Kirby Heating and Air Conditioning? Find that American Standard Air dealer at IndyHomeComfort.com.
93 WIBC Mobile News on the level. on the go.
Reaction to the communist victory. Nothing on radar. 37 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 61. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:30. Democrat and self-described socialist Zoran Mamdani won New York City's mayor's race on Tuesday, and Rep. Nicole Malliotakis says his policies could hurt local businesses.
It's communism light. My mother fled communist Cuba, and my mother lost her home. And Zoran Mamdani says that we should abolish private property ownership. My mother's father's gas stations were taken away as small businesses. This is a man who wants to have government-run supermarkets. Mamdani said that he does want those government-run grocery stores and that services would give little access to food. President Trump endorsed former governor and independent candidate Andrew Cuomo. And Malliotakis speaking to Fox News. More arrests made in connection to a Michigan terrorist plot.
2 men were arrested in New Jersey and 1 in Michigan this week, according to officials, bringing the total number of people arrested in the alleged ISIS-inspired Halloween attack to 5. In Michigan, a 19-year-old, the brother of one of the men previously charged, was arrested Wednesday, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Michigan. His arrest follows his brother's arrest and another man from Dearborn last Friday. All 3 were charged in an amended complaint with conspiring to provide material support to the radical Islamic terror group and with having firearms that would be used to commit an act of terrorism on behalf of ISIS.
The FBI agents surveilled this group for weeks, according to court filings. This year, about 3,000 Indiana students are repeating 3rd grade. That's because they didn't pass the iRead exam. The state's education department put out the data yesterday showing that 7 times more students are being held back than just 2 years ago. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It's 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. Hancock Health and Fisher startup Arrive AI are teaming up with Autonomy, a California-based robotic delivery company, to help healthcare workers be more efficient. The organization say their system is the world's first unattended pickup and drop-off by robots in healthcare. Normally, a human has to do the loading and unloading. Hancock Health CEO Steve Long.
This opens all kinds of doors. You can imagine that we're starting just with one route, but we've already been talking today about the other dozens of routes that we could have, and let alone when we think about taking this outside the walls of the hospital, because we have campuses all over this county.
The University of Notre Dame and Under Armour have announced a new 10-year partnership to co-invest in research across multiple academic disciplines, which they say will expand the relationship well beyond athletics and into scientific and technological innovation. Under the agreement, Notre Dame faculty, staff, and students will collaborate with Under Armour researchers to identify questions and develop solutions in areas like material science, environmental impact, and human performance. Governor Mike Braun joined officials from the Indiana Department of Transportation, IndyCar, and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway on Wednesday to cut the ribbon on the new Clear Creek Welcome Center along I-70 near the Indiana-Illinois border. This is not your typical rest park. It's a $53.5 million project, which took 2.5 years to complete, featuring design elements and exhibits highlighting the state's racing history, including a replica of the Borg-Warner Trophy. You're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
We build Indiana. The Laborers International Union of North America builds and maintains roads, bridges, and other essential infrastructure that make us the crossroads of America. So thanks to LIUNA members' work, Hoosiers have a better quality of life, like access to utilities, easier routes to jobs, schools, or medical care, and deliveries keep moving. We build Indiana for good jobs and stronger communities. The Laborers International Union of North America. We are LIUNA.
Hello and welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gary Dick, coming to you this week from Northwest Indiana, Jeffersonville, Muncie, South Bend, in downtown Evansville, Terre Haute, Fort Wayne, Richmond, from one of the state's key entrepreneurial and innovation hubs, 16 Tech. Inside Indiana Business, Indiana's business news leader. Purdue University is teaming up with Virginia-based BWX Technologies to collaborate on next-generation nuclear manufacturing.
The university and the nuclear components manufacturer, which has a large presence in Mount Vernon, signed a memorandum of understanding late last month to establish what Purdue calls a groundbreaking research relationship. This is Gary Dick for 93 WIBC.
All right, checking out downtown southbound 6570 after Washington Street. A crash blocking the right lane with slow traffic back to Michigan Street. Southside northbound 65 slow from Raymond into the south split because of construction. Also inbound 69 slows 96th Street down to 465. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Window's Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free. Plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
33 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center at the time. It's 6:36. A check on sports. Ryan Hedrick, what's happening?
Tony, good morning. The Indiana Pacers dropped to 1-7 after a 112-103 loss last night to the Brooklyn Nets with 8 players hurt. Head coach Rick Carlisle says it's tough.
A lot of guys have a lot of extra responsibility that they've never had before, and so we've just got to absorb it and do better.
Carlisle was thrown out in the third quarter for arguing a call. The Pacers hit the road for 4 starting in Denver Friday night. For a group that hasn't spent much time playing together, the IU men's basketball team was locked in during their Wednesday opener, beating Alabama A&M 98-51. Head coach Darren DeVries says his players fed off each other.
They're just out there playing, and that's I think it's allowed them to play fast and really trust their instincts.
And Indiana heads to Chicago to play Marquette on Sunday, and Butler opened up its home schedule season opener with a blowout win over Southern Indiana, 88-58. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu, medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Press 1 for balances. Press 2 for deposits. Press 3 to scream into the void.
We get it. These days, it's all phone menus and chatbots. But business banking doesn't have to be that way. Bank with Horizon and discover the power of real AI, advisor intelligence. Real people who answer calls, know your business, and go above and beyond to help you succeed. Get started today at horizonbank.com/business AI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I'm not going to lie. I have so many options for the music moment today at 8:35, presented by KillerDentRemoval.com. I do not know which one I'm going to do. There are too many good choices. So good. You'll have to tune in. And that's at 8:35. The TK Thursday Music Moment presented by Kill a Dent Removal. Tony Katz, that is me, by the way. 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. What is this that we're holding back thousands of students? Right? That was the story that in the state of Indiana, we are now saying, hey, we have certain demands here. And if you're not meeting the standard, no just social promotion. We've got the story at WIBC.com via the Indiana Capital Chronicle. 3,000 students are repeating the third grade this school year for not meeting state reading proficiency standards. 3.6% of the 84,000 children who took the iRead were retained in third grade under the first enforcement of a requirement approved by the legislature in 2024. Now, the question before us is this a good plan? The numbers dictate that 2 years ago, we held back 412 children. Now it's 3,040 children. The question, I think, should be asked as, do we have a standard or not? And it is painful to see a kid be left back. It's painful for the parent, might be painful for the kid. The kid gets over it, like, real quick. The important thing here is that there's a way we look at education as a whole. We have a standard, and we're going to adhere to it, and that standard is going to mean that everybody does better. There can be exceptions. If your kid's dyslexic, saying that there's a specific reading proficiency, that's a real problem. I don't say no to that, and I think that should be worked into everything. That's what IEPs are for, individualized education plans and things like that. But if you say that in the main you should never leave a child back, that argument is the argument for, oh, and while we're here, let's end the public schools, let's break the teachers' unions in two, and let's go back to local municipalities handling everything, and let us decide in our local communities how it works. Which I favor regardless. You either, if you don't adhere to a standard, if you don't believe in a standard, what do you believe in? It's a question for those people who may have issue with this concept. I think this concept is actually impressive. And it shows a seriousness about what it is we're trying to get done here. And it shows parents that to the extent that you're able to, and you maybe have to sacrifice a little, you got to read to your kids, you got to do homework with your kids. It's not all screen time all the time. Or whatever else is getting in the way. In the main. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Holy cow! Another beautiful play for Indiana.
A new coach, a new team, a new energy in Bloomington.
You're going to see a bunch of guys that are all about winning. They play incredibly hard.
Coach Darren DeVries is ready to write the next chapter in Hoosier basketball.
We love what I think the fans are going to be able to see in terms of how we approach every game.
IU basketball is back. Up next, Marquette, Sunday at 1 on the home of the Hoosiers, 93 WIBC.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Remember lining up before dawn on Black Friday? Those days might be gone, but the excitement isn't. Great Lakes Honda Fishers is keeping Black Friday alive all month long. This week only, lease a 2025 Accord SE for $299 a month with zero down and register to win a $500 Visa gift card. Visit Great Lakes Honda Fishers off State Road 37 or at GreatLakesHondaFishers.com, where every day is Black Friday. Tax not included with approved credit through Honda Financial. In stock new Hondas only, not combinable with other offers. $10K a year. All fees and first payment due at signing. Offer ends November 9th. See dealer for details.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think you could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text EDGE to 424
42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text EDGE to 42424. That's EDGE to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Bear, what are you doing?
Southbound 65, 70 downtown crash after Washington Street, blocking the right lane, causing stop traffic back to the north split. Northbound 65 on the south side, stop and go Keystone Avenue into the south split and delayed 5 minutes. Inbound 69 slows, 106th Street to 465. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Window's Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free. Plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
If you'd like to see Matt Bear in the bath, check out the live stream, youtube.com/WIBC. Well,
yeah.
Won't be in the bath, but he does show up on the live stream from time to time, and that's exciting.
It is. I get excited just doing it, to be honest. I enjoy it very much. Are you on the live stream?
Who isn't?
Yeah. You got your TK gear on?
Not today.
Oh, okay.
Not today. I've got my Von Reist timepiece, right? From Flederman Von Reist. I've got that going on. I'm a brand ambassador, full disclosure. I'm wearing a lovely blue shirt. Did get a haircut.
It's about time.
You look at me, you take one look, and you go, and I quote here, "Damn!" That's what you say.
Get your haircut, hippie.
Yep. Oh, well, I wasn't hippie.
Oh.
You didn't know me in my hippie days.
You didn't have hippie days.
Hair down to my waist.
Really?
You never saw a picture of me with the ponytail?
I have a hard time believing this, but...
Yeah, you never saw me at a Grateful Dead show either.
No, I did not. I didn't see you at a Dave Matthews show or a Rusted Root concert or anything.
I've never been to a Dave Matthews show. I would have gone to a Rusted Root concert. Also, I would have gone to Fish.
You would have now gone to Fish. You know what goes on?
I am oft times a walking dichotomy.
You're a contradiction, walking contradiction. I tell you. It's a beautiful life. No, I can't see you.
I'm a conservative who loves art. Already, people's heads just go boom.
Are you saying conservatives don't love art?
I'm saying that people don't think that conservatives love art.
Oh, okay.
But Daddy loves art.
It's a good thing.
Also, in this conversation, I'm Daddy.
Why not?
Yeah. Oh, we should do the weather.
Yeah.
33 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:47.
Hi, I'm Emily, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company, where a small box with a burgundy bow will help you win the holidays. As an in-house designer, I love creating meaningful, fine jewelry gifts. Choose a necklace with a gorgeous infinity charm to symbolize your everlasting love, or go for a personalized piece with an engraving, their zodiac sign, favorite color gemstone, or their initial accented with pave diamonds, because a friend wants you to be a holiday hero. Stop by or shop now at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Join WIBC this Saturday for the Home and Garden Show live from 9 till 1 at Sullivan Hardware, 71st and Keystone for the holiday kickoff sale. The crew will be there with special savings for attendees just in time to deck the halls with holiday decor. What? On your mark, ready, set, let's go. Dance floor, bro. I know
it is possibly the quickest election postmortem I've ever seen. Where Republicans are like, okay, we lost these races. All right, we have identified part of the problem. Okay, we can fix this. Huh. What do you know about that? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Affordability? Are you actually telling me that Zoran Mamdani hit on something when it was a conversation about housing is unaffordable and prices are too high? And that moved levels of the electorate? Maybe it was this from President Trump speaking to Brett Baer on Fox News.
$2 gasoline, I did that. That brings everything else down. Groceries are way down other than beef. Now, beef is going to come down. You know, we have to do that. You remember when I started, eggs were up by 4 times what they were previous. You know, it was in 2 days in the office and they told me about eggs. I solved that because the fact is we have prices way down. We have prices down. Our country's doing well. The stock market's hitting record highs, like 48 times during my 9 months. And just a couple of days ago, it hit another record high, like really record high. It's great. And that equates, that's not just rich people. That's 401ks. I mean, that equates to everybody. And the country's doing very well. But as Republicans, you have to talk about it.
Now, I just want to ask, for the record, what is the show that has been discussing since the beginning, if you want to add tariffs, you got to explain why? If you're going to go out there and say the prices are lower, you got to go tell your story. Can I get a show of hands? You got to tell the story. You got to explain your position. Because if you don't, the other guy will explain your position for you. So now I've got the president, after Mondani gets elected, stating, yes, beef prices are too high. No kidding. We have talked about this a million times. If you listen to Eat, Drink, Smoke, we talk about it constantly. The supermarket beef prices are through the roof. All of a sudden, I'm getting stories left and right. Got to focus on this idea of affordability. It's the quickest post-mortem I have ever seen from the Republican. It is this, all right, we see that. Okay, we can fix this. Okay, let's go to work. This is what I want. Now, there are, of course, ridiculous headlines. What's really concerning Republicans after Tuesday's romp? Off-year election in states where it was believed that the Republican would lose. You mean things kind of went as expected. Romp. Okay, Dasha Burns. Whatever you want to put in there. I have people on social media so desperate for attention. See, the problem is you were yelling about the text messages of Republicans who said some off-color things. You weren't focused on the election. No, you see, you were talking too much about Tucker Carlson. No, you were talking too much about this. Guys, people want to know whether or not they're spending too much money and what you're doing to keep them from spending too much money. We haven't learned anything from Bill Clinton. First, what happens in the Oval Office doesn't necessarily stay in the Oval Office. Second, it's the economy, stupid. We haven't learned this lesson? You keep talking about Obamacare, for example. What's your replacement plan? Still. Which, by the way, the answer is, the market's fine. The market will do the job. How about we allow that selling across state lines, for example? I was having this conversation with someone last night. What happened to that idea? Why aren't we doing things like that? These free market solutions that could create more opportunity, allow for different pools of people, therefore lowering costs. Why all of a sudden the market doesn't work? Nonsense. The people who don't believe the market doesn't work are people desperate to control what happens in your market. But this is quick to it. I've got Trump saying it. I've got Politico with the story. I have National Review. Affordability will be everything in 2026. You see, you can claim that somebody is too woke from now until the end of time. But the thing that moves Americans most is, am I paying less for gas? Am I paying less for beef? Can I afford a house? And that can all be part of a conversation that we win. Interesting stuff. The speed is the story here. Matt Bear has traffic.
All right, Tony, look at us southbound 6570. That is a crash after Washington Street. Right lane closed. Traffic backed up to the north split. And southside northbound 65, a pocket of slow. I'm watching right now. It's before and after Keystone Avenue. We do stop there. And again at Raymond. More coming up at 7:05. Traffic sponsored by B Window. It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off, plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear at WIBC Traffic.
Groceries, gas, just about everything you can buy comes with a tax on it. No matter what, the government's always there to take their cut of your cash. Your money belongs to you. That's why Congressman Jim Baird joined with President Donald Trump to pass historic legislation to ensure you keep more of your hard-earned cash. According to the White House, Congressman Baird's vote means Americans will receive a tax cut, saving over $10,000 every year. They'll get no taxes on tips for workers, and families will receive permanent increases to child tax credits and expanded child care access. That means bigger paychecks, a stronger economy, and more prosperity across our nation. To learn more about how President Trump and Congressman Jim Baird are saving American families money and putting money in your wallet, call Congressman Baird's office at 317-563-5567 or visit baird.house.gov.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Indy, don't use the beautiful fall to paint. Do what Deanna did. She called Rhino Shield.
I was noticing some cracks and the paint's faded. I was like, okay, I think I should get my house painted. So my neighbor had a Rhino Shield placard in the yard. And after they were finished, I was just, wow. With the warranty and everything, it just seemed silly not to go that route.
The ceramic coating of Rhino Shield is specifically formulated for our climate.
So the Rhino Shield crew came out. Nothing was damaged in the process. I was very happy. They just didn't leave a mess. You couldn't even tell they were there. And the house looked so different. It just looked like a new home.
Backed by a 25-year transferable warranty. And now get the protection of Rhino Shield for 15% off the regular price.
Rhino Shield, I think it increases the value and the curb appeal of your home. Definitely worth it.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, is it true?
What's that?
Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires?
Absolutely.
Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change?
You got it.
I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
But I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
No purchase necessary and 12/31/25. Visit website for details.
Hellsberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for Mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for Dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop in store at Hellsberg.com for up to 50% off.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check IndianaUnclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
Central Indiana knows tough, but your water shouldn't be. Indiana ranks among the hardest water in the country, and your home is paying the price. Connecticut's non-electric technology means no timer, settings, or headaches. Just water that works, even when the power doesn't. And the twin tank design means clean, soft water 24/7. Connecticut water softeners are the solution, made in the U.S. Visit ConnecticutIndy.com and mention Made in the U.S. for an additional $250 off your purchase of a softener. Connecticut, American-made, Midwest tough.
Coming up in 2 minutes, how the government shutdown is impacting Indianapolis's airport, how hundreds of thousands of Hoosier families are in limbo because of the shutdown, why some third graders will have to wait a while to go to fourth grade, and what the Colts are saying about their newest player. After Fox News from the Technology Recycler Studios, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis. It's 7 o'clock.
Another day without a deal in place. CJ Papa, Fox News. Democrats are playing the long game using the bounce from election victories in very blue areas in New York City, New Jersey, and Virginia. That means the shutdown rolls into day 37. Fox's Ryan Schmelz has more on the squabble from Capitol Hill.
The longest government shutdown in history drags on.
The other side. You represent
I can't hear you because we have someone who doesn't respect the rights of their
You
fellow
have an
citizens.
obligation.
Democratic Congresswoman Chrissy Houlihan interrupted Speaker Johnson's daily press conference, arguing he should make an effort to meet with Democratic leadership. Bipartisan talks are currently taking place among rank-and-file senators on a plan to end the shutdown. President Trump is encouraging Republicans to end the Senate filibuster to reopen the government, but Majority Leader John Thune says the votes aren't there to make that happen. On Capitol Hill, Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
You just may need that extra bag to carry your patients if you're about to fly in what could be the not-so-friendly skies.
The FAA says starting Friday, it will reduce air traffic by 10% across 40 high-volume airports to reduce pressure on air traffic controllers who are working without pay.
And our heart, goes out to those who will have flights disrupted. But again, they want to make sure that the FAA team and their DOT team, when they fly, they are going to make it to their destination safely because we've done our work.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy.
But this is going to go beyond commercial airspace. It's going to include restrictions on space launches.
FAA Administrator Brian Bedford says officials are working with airlines and stressing flying continues to be absolutely safe. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
Hundreds of flight delays around the nation already this morning. That from FlightAware.com. And the results of the shareholder vote on Elon Musk's $1 trillion pay package are to be released today. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Shutdown turbulence hits Indianapolis. Nothing on radar. 37 degrees on Monument Circle, going up to 61. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02. Starting Friday, the FAA will cut flights by about 10% at 40 major airports, including right here in Indianapolis. The move comes as air traffic controllers who haven't been paid since the government shutdown began on October 1st deal with growing fatigue and burnout.
Many of you know that we are 2,000 controllers short, air traffic controllers short, and we have surged our academy to bring more controllers into our system.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy confirmed the cuts Wednesday, warning that 3,500 to 4,000 flights could be impacted daily. SNAP benefits for about 274,000 households are being delayed by at least a week. Here's John Herrick.
The Indiana Family and Social Services Administration said Wednesday that they're having to delay the benefits going out to Hoosiers this month because the USDA's Food and Nutrition Service has updated directions for determining the maximum amount of benefits that each household can receive, so there's a lot to be figured out there. In the meantime, if you need immediate food assistance, you're encouraged to call 211 or contact your local food bank. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Smoke and flames and a dead dog. That's what happened in Lafayette on Monday. Fire investigators say there was a fire at a home that damaged a first floor. Thankfully, nobody was inside. Police have now announced an arrest of Annette Fisher, who had been living in the home at the time. Court documents say that Fisher admitted to setting the fire because she was tired of people watching her. She's now facing a count of arson in Tippecanoe County. About 3,000 Hoosier third graders are repeating the school year after not passing the state's reading test, part of a new push to make sure students can read before moving on to the fourth grade. Indiana Department of Education says reading scores overall improved this year, but most third graders showed proficiency. Still more than 10,000 students didn't meet the benchmark, while many of them advanced with extra support. The Indianapolis Colts defense is likely getting a whole lot better right before they head overseas for Week 10. Here's Jarrett Lewis.
Indianapolis Colts head coach Shane Steichen can't wait to see their new star cornerback hit the field wearing Colts blue.
Really excited about adding Sauce Gardner to our football team. His resume speaks for itself, Pro Bowler, All-Pro. So to get a guy into the building like that, it just elevates everybody around us. So really excited to add him to the fold.
Steichen spoke to the media Wednesday. He said the plan is for Sauce to play on Sunday in Berlin, Germany, as long as he clears concussion protocol. Gardner did practice on Wednesday. Jarrett Lewis, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
From an NBA Finals appearance a year ago to 1-7 to start the season. That's where the Indiana Pacers are this morning after falling to the Brooklyn Nets 112 to 103 last night. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com at 7:05. Traffic on the fives. Good morning, Matt Bear.
What's happening, Ryan? Looking at the south side, a crash reported northbound 65 after Keystone Avenue has us jammed up almost to 465 at a delay of 7 minutes. After that, we hit the brakes again at Raymond Street up to the south split. That's a construction zone. Southbound 6570 crash cleanup continues after Washington Street. Right lane is closed. Traffic backed up to the north split. And westbound 70 slowing down on the approach to the north split because of that crash. North side, eastbound 465 stop and go ditch over to Meridian. Inbound 69 slows before 96 to 465. Traffic sponsored by Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. It's Black Friday all month long at Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. This week only, lease a 2025 Accord SE for just $299 a month with zero down, plus get 2 years of complimentary maintenance. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist, what's going on?
Hey, good morning. Boy, much chillier this morning than what we had yesterday morning. Temps are in the 30s. Some spots even in the 20s. So heads up, we're going to look for lots of sunshine this afternoon. Winds are not going to be as bad. We'll be seasonable with highs near 58. Clouds increase later tonight with lows falling to 46. And by early Friday morning, we're going to see some scattered showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. The winds pick up, could gust near 30 miles per hour early in the day. We'll look for high temperatures on Friday near 65. And then we see much colder conditions for the weekend. 58 on Saturday, a few showers possible. And then on Sunday, highs only near 42, possibility of a bit of a rain-snow mix.
Yeah, that is so messed up.
I know.
So messed up. That you would bring up snow the second weekend in November.
Mm-hmm.
It's just screwy.
I blame Marcus.
Was it teary yesterday when Scott Sander hung up his glasses and said, "I'm done reporting the news for Wish TV after 20 years"?
It was teary-eyed, yes.
You know who wasn't teary-eyed? Scott Sander.
No, I know he was not.
I heard he skipped out the door and screamed, "Later, bitches!" and just boom. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true or not.
I didn't see him leave, so I don't know. I cannot confirm nor deny.
That was the rumor.
Yes.
So I think everybody who works an early morning shift, when they finally stop, when they retire, however it ends, they're like, "I'm going to sleep in. I'm going to sleep in. Look at me. I'm going to sleep in." And then they sleep. I mean, in your case, morning show case, you sleep into like 5:30. You're like, "Whoo, look at me." 5:30 in the morning.
I do that on the weekends, and I'm like, yes. Yep.
I get you.
Mm-hmm.
I get you. One day that'll be me, but it's not today, and it won't be for at least the next 2 years.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
That's all done. So snow this weekend, basically, is what you're telling us.
Yeah, I wouldn't call. It's not like it's going to stick, but you could see some flakes in the air.
Tara Hastings, trying to make you feel better. She can't. Wish TV meteorologist. Appreciate you. Cannot wait to do this podcast that you haven't thought of yet. 33 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:09. we're going to start building drones in Indiana. We're going to start investing in drones in Indiana. Drone creation. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What is going down? An executive order signed by Governor Mike Braun, establishing the Indiana Initiative for Drone Dominance Task Force, the IIDDTF. No, that's what I called it. Indiana Initiative for Drone Dominance Task Force. Asked to develop a strategic plan leveraging the state's advanced manufacturing industry, expertise from the Naval Surface Warfare Center Crane Division, and restricted airspace over assets including Camp Atterbury. I don't think it's a bad idea. Drones are national security. Drones have economic impact. Very, very interesting that what we're seeing here, first, there was the conversation about nuclear in Indiana and nuclear power. First American Nuclear is going to establish an energy park and manufacturing facilities in the state. According to the governor, 5,000 jobs will be coming. High paying. I don't know what is necessarily meant by high paying. So we're moving on nuclear and we're moving on drone. These are the first moves that I have seen that talk about any level of smart growth. Because what has happened via the IEDC has been an outrageous hot mess. And the governor should be made aware of that. The removal of the former members, the addition of these members, I don't think any of them are bad people. I am saying out loud that none of them are in the industries that Braun is now going after. So you've created this IEDC not to help you go out there and get the business. The whole thing is peculiar. But I like both of these moves. Someone in the chat room says a lot of work for the electrical grid. If we are putting nuclear online, nope. And this is really a conversation of the SMRs, the small modular reactors, which at first and second look, I fully favor. Certainly more research to do. But it's movement in a direction that I think is valuable. But it doesn't answer the question of why the change to the IEDC and what's the purpose of the IEDC. What's the purpose? Because right now, I don't see them going after anything. I see no growth. What I see us is Indiana losing and losing quite a bit. That's a problem. Keeping an eye on this. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
It's Terry Stacy. How many of you started the year with good intentions of losing weight and getting in shape by spring? Well, if you didn't hit that goal, Exercise Inc. can help. Exercise Inc. has been helping people get stronger, build muscle, lose weight, and transform their health for over 20 years. The program works, and guess what? It only takes 20 minutes a week. Their unique training method was developed in an osteoporosis research study to help prevent bone mineral loss in older women. The women in the study ended up getting very strong in a short amount of time. When the method was applied to normal, healthy adults, both men and women got a lot stronger. Their Simple 9 nutritional program has helped their clients lose over 37,000 pounds since 2013, and they've seen clients lower their blood pressure, improve their blood sugar, and get off prescription meds. Their coaches are professional, their gyms are private. Get started now before summer gets here. Locations in Avon, Brownsburg, Fishers, Greenwood, and Zionsville. Change your life in 20 minutes a week. Go to exerciseinc.com.
Right now at Tom Roush Lincoln, get a 2025 Lincoln Corsair for $4,000 off plus 0% APR. 2025 Lincoln Aviator for $5,000 off plus 0%. Or 2025 Lincoln Nautilus for $4,500 off. Also 0% APR. So come get that new Lincoln at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fisher.
Corsair MSRP $51,720. Aviator MSRP $72,225. Nautilus MSRP $71,660. 0% APR for 48 months on qualifying Lincolns. Good through 12/1/2025. Subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love, guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
This month, Pure Talk is supporting Canines for Warriors, a terrific organization that trains rescue dogs and then pairs them up with combat vets struggling with PTSD. This is why I switched to Pure Talk. Sure, I like the unlimited talk, text, and plenty of 5G data for just $25 a month, and you will too. But you will love being in business with a company that shares your values. Dial pound 250, say micro, and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what is happening?
All right, Tony, we're checking the south side, and we have a mess. First, coming up northbound 65, we have stop-and-go traffic, Edgewood Avenue into 465, and then it gets bad. Crash after northbound 65 after Keystone Avenue. That has a slow to Keystone. And then we hit the brakes before Raymond because of a stall. That's northbound 65 approaching the south split. Southbound 65-70 crash after Washington, backed up to the north split. Traffic sponsored by Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. It's Black Friday all month long at Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. This week only, lease a 2025 Accord SE for just $299 a month with zero down. Plus, get 2 years of complimentary maintenance. I'm Matt Bear with Traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves, what is that, 34 degrees? I'll take it. 34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:16.
It's the most wonderful time of year at Sundown Gardens. Join them Saturday, November 22nd for their annual holiday open house. Stroll through the garden shop to shop the festive decor, enjoy food samples, and sign up for giveaways and door prizes with your purchase. Fresh-cut trees, greenery, wreaths, porch pots, and more will fill the greenhouse. Bring your family and friends to enjoy the festivities. Sundown Gardens, located on the corner of 186th Street and Spring Mill Road in Westfield. And don't forget to bring your holiday spirit.
Gearing up for the popcorn moment. Brought to you by Booher Remodeling. Booher. BooherRemodeling.com. If it's in your four walls, Booher is the call. Your kitchen, your bathroom, your basement. Listen to me very, very carefully. Moving might be the thing you need to do. It's not the thing you have to do to get what you want. What you want is to remodel that outdated space that isn't working for you. You want to improve the layout. You want to improve the function. You're people who like to entertain. You just like to have family around the kitchen table or around the kitchen island. Booher can make it all happen for you. You can remodel, not move. You don't have to pack everything up. You don't have to stage anything. You just need to call Booher and let them do the work for you. Take your ideas, turn them into reality, make that reality your everyday existence. A better existence in the home that you love. Talk to Booher today. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Serving Central Indiana for over 2 decades. Booher Remodeling, 852-5546, or online at Booher, Booher. BooherRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. What? We changed the opening. It is a better day here at Tony Katz of the Morning News. Someone gave Carl control, and he has lost his dang mind. Just telling you what happened. If you're upset with the new opening to the popcorn moment, send your hate mail to CaseyDaniels@yahoo.com. Carl will be sure to get it. You will be sure to get it. A host of things that I could have shared with you regarding the popcorn moment. Some things to get into about this election that took place on Tuesday, and the Mamdani conversation, the mayor-elect of New York. First, there was this from the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent.
I left in 2020.
Bill de Blasio chased me out. I couldn't take it anymore. And I want to congratulate the people who voted for Mondami. And welcome to Caracas on the Hudson. Welcome to Caracas on the Hudson. I don't know who's going to be more responsible for the bump in Miami real estate, Maduro or Mondami. And I know you've hedged. You've got an apartment in New York and a house in Connecticut. I'm told that Connecticut realtors are already very busy. And look, I had 35 great years in New York. I wish New York the best, but I think that they've chosen the worst. And people have to learn from experience.
That they do. That they do. The people of New York made a decision, and they have to live with that decision. I have seen Senator Jim Banks and the Attorney General Todd Rokita say, hey, bring your business to Indiana. I want you to know I absolutely favor this, and I was serious, and I know that the governor's team listens. I absolutely will lead that charge. Because I know how to speak New York. So let me handle this. I can speak both languages now after 11 and a half years. I can do this. No, you don't get to bring your politics with you. No. See, nobody, I think, could do a better job than me in explaining why they should bring their business to Indiana. And the last thing in the world you need is to stay in New York. Oh, I think I could explain it pretty good to people. You bring the good stuff, you leave the bad stuff. We don't want to hear about the bad stuff. No. You think you have an idea. You ain't got no ideas. You never heard of an idea. You don't know nothing about an idea. You never saw an idea before. Maybe you weren't there. Maybe you were in the bathroom. You don't know. What you do know is you got a nice business, and we think it would be nice if nothing happened to it, but you were actually able to grow it. You should come to Indiana. We got a lot of lovely spots. Believe it or not, some very good pizza, too. No. Trust me on this. Don't insult me. Try the pizza, then you decide. But those politics, no, you can't bring that with you. No, we ain't got no room for that. No. You ain't going to be able to bring that. You try and bring that, we're going to bring you to Illinois. So don't you even try. Don't you even try that. I'll get Sylvie over here, take care of everything. Good talk. Bless your heart. I can do this. I am the guy to do this. I was built for a purpose, and this is it. I cannot believe Governor Braun has not called yet. What are you doing all day? Oh, keeping an eye on the scandals of your lieutenant governor? All right, maybe. Oh, too soon? No? Yes? Ruling? I think I'm fine. We'll get into Micah Beckwith coming up in a little bit. But there's much more about the race that I want to get to about what took place in New York. And I really want to break down some numbers that are very important because I think a lot of people are overreacting. But Bonnie on the live stream, we live stream over at YouTube, youtube.com/WIBC. Why do we need to crowd Indiana? Okay. We are getting into it. And I think that this is going to be, I've been talking about doing more events, and I am planning 9 in 2026, large scale and small scale, like some salon type events. And so I've had some farmers reach out. I will get back to you guys. I want to do an event with you again, but I want to do it in a public setting. I think in this roundtable, small group. This question is a big one. Why do we need to crowd Indiana? It is obvious that we have a split in Indiana regarding how we grow, and that there is a real desire in certain pockets of the state not to grow. They don't want it. They want to stay allegedly wholesome. They want to stay more simple is the wrong word. I don't mean that in a disparaging way. They don't want the things that come with growth. Let's call it traffic. Now, they'll lose out on the things that come with growth, like dollars. I don't want to force some town somewhere in our great state to take any business. But as a matter of just existing, it is a radical idea to not want to grow. And a state that were to state, we are not interested in growth, is a state that will be believed and it will be over. Part of my issues is I brought up the IEDC earlier. You make these moves to make Indiana a place that's attractive. And you work on this, and you work on this, and you work on this. And you're starting to see results and interest and activity, and then pull the plug as we have. It's very obvious that we have. I think it's a huge mistake. And this desire of, well, we don't need the IEDC. We should want groups within the state to go out there and attract business. That's different than whether or not we should be spending money to get these businesses, whether or not we should have these investment groups to invest in these businesses. That's a different argument. But on the very basis, shouldn't we be doing outreach? We shouldn't be. We shouldn't be selling our story. I'm sorry, that is backwards. That is backwards thinking, and that should be fought. We should be forward thinking. We should say this is the place to be. We should be the capital of the Midwest. We should plant our flag and declare it so. So no, it's not crowding Indiana. And look around. We've got room. I don't want to get rid of farms. I'm saying we've got room. We should be smart about our growth. We should be deliberate about our growth. But we should grow. And I believe that the people who think otherwise are wrong. And the long-term detrimental that they would provide, man, that is not better for your life, my life, or the life of our kids. Matt Bear has got traffic. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
All right, Tony, southbound 6570 crash after Washington Street. Right lane is blocked and traffic is stopping. Go back to Meridian Street. Northbound 65 south side, a stall in the south split. It's on the right shoulder. Traffic jam back to south at Keystone Avenue, an 11-minute delay. Inbound 69, delayed 5 minutes, 106 to 465. And on the east side, northbound 465, slow after 70 up to East 56th. Traffic sponsored by B Window. It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off, plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
This afternoon on the Hammer and Nigel show, the biggest stories in Indy and Rob Kendall and his gross burned hand from his Mac. He's going to come in studio, go off the rails, and probably gross everybody out.
Applied Innovation customer John Dennis, Director of Information Services at Memorial Healthcare, enjoys his Applied Innovation partnership.
It was one of the best decisions we've ever made by far here, because things just get done. There is no drama. There are no issues.
Applied Innovation has helped bring all printing in-house for your hospital and more than 25 additional locations.
We've grown into a state-of-the-art print shop over the past few years, and healthcare printing's a big deal. We print about 1 million pages a month here.
You also discovered Applied Innovation offered secure shredding services.
We took them up on it, and the feedback I got from our Director of Health Information Management is that's one of the best decisions she's ever made.
Ready to make one of your best decisions ever? Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com. Applied Innovation, office technology made simple from a partner you can trust. Applied Innovation, fast, friendly, amazing.
Looking for a cozy spot to relax, work, or grab your coffee to go? LC Coffee House in Noblesville, Indiana has you covered. Try our indulgent affogato, a sweet blend of espresso and ice cream, or sample our coffee flights to discover your perfect brew. In a rush, our drive-thru is ready to serve you fast and fresh. Need a space to collaborate? We offer meeting rooms perfect for co-working. Whether you're grabbing a quick drink or spending the day with us, LC Coffee House is the place to be.
The most extraordinary thing a woman can do is let herself be human. We try to do it all, sure, but what if we're just not feeling it? Like when the fatigue hits, but you gotta bring snacks to the soccer game? Or when the laundry's piling up, but that hot flash says, too bad. we get it. Franciscan Health has care for extraordinary women who can do it all, but don't have to. Visit franciscanhealth.org/OBGYN today.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
Turns out weightlifting is way better for you than cardio. Better hit the gym, Casey.
Join us Thursday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Groceries, gas, just about everything you can buy comes with a tax on it. No matter what, the government's always there to take their cut of your cash. Your money belongs to you. That's why Congressman Jim Baird joined with President Donald Trump to pass historic legislation to ensure you keep more of your hard-earned cash. According to the White House, Congressman Baird's vote means Americans will receive a tax cut, saving over $10,000 every year. They'll get no taxes on tips for workers, and families will receive permanent increases to child tax credits and expanded child care access. That means bigger paychecks, a stronger economy, and more prosperity across our nation. To learn more about how President Trump and Congressman Jim Baird are saving American families money and putting money in your wallet, call Congressman Baird's office at 317-563-5567 or visit baird.house.gov.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Red versus blue in the Big Apple. Nothing on radar. 37 degrees on Monument Circle, going up to 61 by Monday. We could see flurries, but that's definitely not the case right now. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:31. President Trump had something to say about New York City Mayor-elect Zoran Mamdani on Tuesday when he criticized his Election Day win.
Did you see his victory speech? It's literally never worked. Yeah, I thought it was a very angry speech. Certainly angry toward me, and I think he should be very nice to me. You know, I'm the one that sort of has to approve a lot of things coming to him.
And Trump speaking with Fox News yesterday, the newly elected mayor beat both Republican candidate Curtis Sliwa and independent Andrew Cuomo. Meanwhile, over in New Jersey and Virginia, voters chose two moderate Democrats, Mickey Sherrill and Abigail Spanberger, to lead their states as governors. A sheriff in Florida says his doors are open to New Yorkers thinking about making a move, especially after Mamdani's recent win.
Volusia Sheriff Mike Chitwood inviting New York City residents and cops. Many New Yorkers have suggested that they will relocate now that Mamdani has been elected mayor. Chitwood telling NYPD officers there are jobs waiting for them in his department and promising residents they'll find a safe community with a better quality of life on Florida's East Coast.
That's Fox's Gary Baumgarten reporting. The Supreme Court now weighing the legality of President Trump's tariffs, a key part of his trade strategy. Justices heard arguments yesterday after agreeing to fast-track the case. For now, the tariffs remain in effect while the court thinks about it. The government shutdown enters day number 37.
The longest government shutdown in history drags on.
The other side, you represent
I can't hear you because we have someone who doesn't respect the rights of their colleagues.
You have an obligation.
Democratic Congresswoman Chrissy Houlihan interrupted Speaker Johnson's daily press conference, arguing he should make an effort to meet with Democratic leadership. Bipartisan talks are currently taking place among rank-and-file senators on a plan to end the shutdown. President Trump is encouraging Republicans to end the Senate filibuster to reopen the government, but Majority Leader John Thune says the votes aren't there to make that happen.
That's Fox's Ryan Schmelz reporting in Washington, D.C. The Indiana Gaming Commission says Auburn might be a good spot for a casino. John Herrick explains.
Republican Representative Ben Smaltz of Auburn said Wednesday that he read the commission's report, and he says if his community wants a casino in Auburn, then there needs to be an independent review to see if that's even feasible, because casino relocation can bring its own set of challenges like financial hardship, addiction, and public safety concerns. In some cases, Indiana is already the 7th largest gaming state in the nation, and that same report also said that Indianapolis would be a profitable option. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And sports on WIBC, the Indiana Pacers got out-hustled and out-muscled, says Pacers guard Ben Shepherd. He said that after the Pacers fell to the 1-7 Brooklyn Nets, dropping their own record to 1-7.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts right now, a lot of getting to know each other's strengths, and I think that will come with time. But right now, it's just important we control and each player can control, which is effort, just doing the right play.
And Shepherd scored 18. The Pacers head out west to start a 4-game road trip in Denver Friday night. Senior forward Reed Bailey scored 21 points in his IU debut, and the Hoosiers routed Alabama A&M 98-51 Wednesday night in Bloomington.
I thought we shot it great. We had our guys. They were Maher, everybody. They were looking for their shots, and, they were going down. It was a lot of fun to be out there and play.
New head coach Darren DeVries won his 3rd straight season opener with 3 different schools. IU plays in Chicago against Marquette on Sunday. Butler cruised past Southern Indiana 88-58. And Week 11 of college football underway. Ball State edged out Kent State 17-13. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 7:35, traffic on the 5s. What are you watching, Matt Bear?
Yeah, Ryan, we're in the South Split, and we're looking at northbound 65. It's a crash on the approach to that interchange. And right now it's on the shoulder with traffic stop and go back to South Keystone Avenue. Also, looking at southbound 6570, crash cleanup continues at Fletcher Avenue after Washington Street, and this backs us up into the North Split. Inbound 69, stop and go traffic after 116th Street down to 465 and a delay of 8 minutes. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Window's Black Friday bath sale. Buy 1 bath, get 1 free. Plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves 34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:36.
The biggest Black Friday sale ever is going on now at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Save up to $800 on top brand mattresses from Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy. Indiana-made Smith Brothers of Bern is holding their factory-authorized sale with the lowest price in 2025 and 50% off all Flex Deal and Lazy Boy. Free delivery, cash discounts, interest-free financing. Hurry, sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Whenever I'm out a-wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen. Where friendly
Today
folks can
on
gather
the marketplace,
and
I
raise
assume if you wear this to a Colts game, you will get arrested. That's my take. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. During downtime, clearing my head, getting ready for what's next on the show, I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. Cool stuff, odd stuff, unique stuff, crazed stuff is all there on the Marketplace. And the Marketplace segment is brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Cash waiting for you. It belongs to you. That final paycheck, a refund, a dividend. Who knows where it came from, but it's yours. Go get it. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It is your cash. Text my name, Tony, to 46220 and get your cash. Tony to 46220. Text it now. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Live streaming on the YouTube, youtube.com/WIBC. And yes, chat room, the moon looked amazing this morning. If you haven't looked outside, my wife, my youngest were talking about a spectacular look at the moon this morning. Speaking of moons, Matt Bear is on the live stream.
Hello, Tony.
Along with producer Carl. I believe, Matt Bear, that you are a fan of the Indianapolis football Colts.
I love the Colts so much.
So much, not just a little bit, so much.
I watch every game.
You watch all the games from the comfort of your 13-inch black and white TV.
Yeah, it's poor. It's poor TV.
And I believe that you are also a fan of Deadpool, the movie.
Yeah, it's funny.
And the comic strip.
Yeah, very adult movie.
Right?
Very
adult, and I heard that often when you're at home watching the game, you are wearing your Deadpool mask.
I do, and I do superhero-like things. You know, I fly off the balcony and go whoosh.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and you go whoosh.
Whoosh.
This right here is an Indianapolis Colts Deadpool mask.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's a mask that you wear over your head, and instead of being the red and black Deadpool, it's in like a like a light gray and blue, and it's got the Colts logos on the side.
Okay.
And it's got a Colts logo in the back of the head right there. So I assume that if you wear this to a Colts game, you will immediately be tackled by IMPD and arrested.
I hope not. This is at Tony Katz. I go to Facebook Marketplace, and this is a GIMP mask. Okay.
Wow.
Well, it does look like a GIMP mask. You know, it's got
GIMP
a little Pulp
mask.
Fiction to it. Yeah, it's something you would wear, and it looks very, very body armor-ish, and there are no air holes in the nose or mouth, and that kind of concerns me.
Right? It might be breathable. It might just be a breathable fabric.
Yeah,
maybe wicking.
There are things here. I mean, you might. It's just it looks uncomfortable to put on your head.
Hold on, Matt. Before anything, I need to say, hey kids, be sure to ask your parents what a GIMP mask is.
It's good to know from them. They'll give you an appropriate answer. And
No, I think it's important. I think it's important that not only that you ask your parents, but when you ask them, you videotape the answer, so we can have it here.
It'll be your first TikTok ever.
Everyone's gonna learn. Everyone's gonna learn. Matt Bear, this mask is $100.
Why? Why that expensive? I mean, is the shipping free at least? No, $120 if shipped. $120 if shipped. $100 if picked up in Peoria, Illinois.
Right, $120 if shipped. $100 if picked up locally in Peoria. Guy lives in Peoria, but he's a big Colts fan.
Yeah. No, God bless him. Thank you. Thank you for cheering on our city. No, I'm not in for this. I don't want to drive to Peoria, and I don't want to suffocate, and I don't want to be a gimp. So I have three very good reasons not to buy this mask.
Okay, I want to just say for the record that Tony Katz today, my midday show, is on the air in Peoria, Illinois. It's a fantastic city with amazing people, and I, for one, love them, and I would drive out there anytime they ask.
I-74 is a great interstate, and that's because of Peoria.
But if you wear this mask to a Colts game, you are going to get tackled by police. It's going to happen.
You're going to get tackled by somebody. Let's say
somebody is going to tackle you.
You're going to end up in a dungeon, maybe somebody's basement.
Oh, wow. You took it to a place. Went back to the gym.
Hey, listen, I know what happens when you wear a mask like this. I mean, from people that tell me. And I'm trying to advise people not, it's a dangerous life.
You know what happens when you wear a mask like this?
It's a hypothetical. It's like I have a friend of a friend who wore a mask like this one time, and I haven't seen him in about 2 years, so that's all.
It's a lot to learn about Matt Bear, everybody. The full listing is over there at the Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is over there at WIBC.com. Be sure to check it out for yourself. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Time to make that basement a part of the home so you can wear your Indianapolis Colts Deadpool mask in peace. Booher Remodeling can help. BOOHER. BooherRemodeling.com. Not only can they remodel that basement so you can be watching, 3-4 games at a time, but you could have a place specifically for your Indianapolis Colts Deadpool mask or, whatever it is you want. You've got a collection that you want to highlight? Yeah. Booher Remodeling has been there. You need some secret compartments? Seriously? They could do that too. Your remodel starts and ends with Booher. Their 5-step design process from start to finish makes you know that everything is going to be easy. Understood. You know what's happening every step of the way, getting rid of all the stress. Start with that free initial consultation. Talk to Booher today. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Booher Remodeling. 852-5546 or online at Booher. BOOHER. BooherRemodeling.com.
So the weather is finally starting to cool down. Make sure you and your family are prepared with AAA Hoosier Motor Club memberships. Whether it's a flat tire, dead battery, running out of gas, locking your keys in the car, AAA has your back. Anytime, anywhere, 24/7, 365. And it's not just roadside assistance. AAA members enjoy exclusive perks at local favorites like Ruoff Music Center, the Indianapolis Zoo, Symphony on the Prairie, and more. You also get free travel planning and discounts on hotels and rental cars. It practically pays for itself. So if you're looking for that peace of mind on the road and more money in your wallet, do yourself a favor and visit AAA today. Get your AAA membership at AAA.com or call 844-GO-AAA-GO or visit your local AAA office. And don't forget to ask about their competitive insurance rates, auto, home, life, and more, because you don't have to be stranded on the side of the road to get help from AAA.
It's Black Friday all month long at Great Lakes Honda Fishers. This week only, lease a 2025 Accord SE for just $299 a month with 0 down, plus get 2 years complimentary maintenance.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Baer, WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
South side slow, northbound 65. Stop and go traffic after Southport Road up to 465. And again, stop and go after South Keystone Avenue into the South Split. That's because of a crash and construction. Southbound 65, 70 downtown. Crash cleanup continues after Washington Street, backed up to the North Split, and that slows down inbound 70 from Rural. Inbound 69, a 10-minute delay, 116th Street to 465, and on the northwest side, stop and go traffic on northbound 465, 86th Street up to 865. Traffic sponsored by B Window. It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off, plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Baer on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:46.
Hi, I'm Scott Wilson, third-generation owner of Wilson Farm Market, just 15 minutes north of 465 on 31. If you are looking for your source of homegrown, locally made, know where your food's coming from, we are your spot. We have hand-dipped ice cream, 130 different kinds of cheese. We fry chicken, just a little bit of everything, a foodie's heaven. Wilson Farm Market, where good taste runs in the family. Just 15 minutes north of 465, right on US 31.
Hi, it's Denny Smith, and when temps are dropping, it means your water heaters, softeners, and even those old pipes are under stress. Fall's the time when rain hits, the ground shifts, and tree roots start tearing into those old clay or PVC lines. LD Smith Plumbing can handle it all. Water heaters, softeners, leaks, even gas line inspections before you fire up that furnace or fireplace. And don't forget those hoses, hose bibs, and crawl space vents before the freeze hits. Call my friends at LD Smith Plumbing, the local pros I trust, or just head to ldsmithplumbing.com today.
Hamilton is coming. Tickets are on sale now for the Tony and Pulitzer Prize winning musical, Hamilton, in Indianapolis at Old National Center from December 2nd to the 14th. Get tickets at BroadwayInIndianapolis.com.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at indianaunclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check indianaunclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220 or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
As temps begin to drop, it's time to get your heating tune-up with 1-hour heating and air conditioning. 24/7 availability and free second opinions. Book now at onehourairindy.com.
Want to be in the room where it happens? Win opening night tickets to Broadway's Hamilton Tuesday, December 2nd. Enter now at WIBC.com for your shot to see the show everyone's talking about.
I have stated before very clearly that Micah Beckwith's political career is over. Of course, the people of Indiana could somehow decide that he should be lieutenant governor again or something else, and I will sit there befuddled and baffled and confused. The lack of anything that I would argue that presents him as someone with a message that grows this state. Completely missing from him, a total level of disconnect with Hoosiers as a whole. But rather, it's about, hey, how can I be seen in this photo, in this image, in this thing next? There's so much of Lieutenant Governor Beckwith that I think is stagecraft as opposed to theory and philosophy. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. He cannot like me. He doesn't like me. Fine. You got it. But I think you're bad at your job. And I think that you have embarrassed yourself. I think that you, starting with the idea of $90,000 trucks, we have the right to say that's not what we want. I think the idea that you are some kind of check or balance to Governor Braun or to the General Assembly, you've proven that's not the case. People voted for you in this big push to get a different way of bringing in the lieutenant governor and utilizing the system, and I don't know what they got. I don't know what they got except for somebody who takes a lot of photos in skinny jeans. Hey, man, if you like them, you wear them. Who am I to say? Right? You know, I can't get away with skinny jeans, but, you know, hey, if it works for you. But I came across this story that you've seen people talk about. That Lieutenant Governor Beckwith received a written reprimand from Roderick Bray, the Senate President Pro Tem, this back in February, regarding posts and uncommon behavior presiding over the Senate. The story here, as I read it, comes from a statement from a former advisor of his, Aaron Sheridan. Aaron Sheridan is the one who makes the claim that she saw the AI video. Remember this claim of an AI video that Tom LoBianco wrote about, that there's this video that was in Beckwith's office of a state senator's wife topless. Right? And oh my gosh, and Aaron Sheridan said she saw it, and she came on to this station to make that claim. There comes a moment where I have to ask, all of these stories come from one person. It sounds like retribution. I believe that there is an argument to be made against Micah Beckwith being the lieutenant governor and exposing his failure based on him. But I have been told now about this video, this AI video, for months, and there is no proof of it. Well, Tony, you're never going to see proof of it. Then all due respect, I have no way of proving it actually happened. And I can discuss actual things that Micah Beckwith is doing that I think are disqualifying. I do not have to make them up or go about chasing down what is clearly a ghost. Unless it's not. Show me the video. Show somebody the video. Now, Aaron Sheridan going to local outlets to say, oh, this, oh, that. I wouldn't doubt that there was a written reprimand. Now, I think the question, of course, is for the Senate Pro Tem to produce the reprimand. If it came from the Senate Pro Tem, it should be public. Well, now I want to see it. Because what I would like is the proof that it actually happened. Sheridan says that Beckwith dismissed it and said, well, actually, the quote is, the lieutenant governor basically said, too bad, so sad, I'm going to continue behaving that way, get used to it. And I just about died. I'm sorry, I'm going to put a stop to this. This isn't news. There's plenty to discuss regarding the lieutenant governor. There's plenty to discuss regarding the Secretary of State, to which the Republican Party is backing Diego Morales. I do not know what is wrong with you, but you are wrong, Republican Party. Wrong. Time to be better at what you do. And I do, as a matter of course, have serious issue that Erin Sheridan has been hired by Abdul Hakim Shabazz at Indy Politics. Does this make her now off limits? I question the maneuver. People can have jobs. I question, here she is telling a story that gets repeated by this group, and now she gets hired by someone within that group. I don't know what to do with that information. And I don't know why in the world I would stay silent about seeing something that in any other parlance I would say, or any other situation I would say, that's peculiar. I have no reason to call Erin Sheridan a liar, and I am not. She says she saw the video. I just want to see the video. She says this thing happened. I want proof of the things. Because we have so many provable things. I don't need to add to it with things that are now questioned. Matt Bear, I apologize for the delay.
Southeast side crash northbound 465 at Brookville Road. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Window's Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free, plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Without an Advent clinic nearby, people suffering needlessly from chronic nasal congestion and sinus infections would be stuck with either Band-Aid or Sledgehammer solutions. Band-Aids are pills or nasal sprays, and they're not true solutions. Surgery is a sledgehammer, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Because most people don't need surgery for nose and sinus issues, nor do they want a 14-day recovery. Our unique Advent approach can, in 20 minutes in our office, open your blocked nose for good, with only 1 day recovery. I'm Advent founder Dr. Kandula. Outside of Advent's four walls, invasive surgery is what they'll recommend. But here you will find effective and convenient in-office solutions to help you stop the need for Band-Aids and avoid the sledgehammer.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
Indy, stop using the fall to paint year after year. Do what Lynn did. She called Rhino Shield.
It is a single-wide manufactured home. We moved from our home, which we had the Rhino Shield on. Rhino Shield was what we were going to do. That was no question. We knew we were going to do it.
Rhino Shield's a ceramic coating. It's not paint, it's better.
The Rhino Shield representative came, and we discussed what we wanted done. And this time, we had the roof done as well.
Now, you can have the 25-year guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 15% off the regular price.
Even the people that have been a little younger than us have said they don't have to worry about getting just an everyday painter, because Rhino Shield has the 25-year warranty, and we truly believe in this product.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Our electric bills have increased as much as $50 each month. Governor Mike Braun is driving bills even higher. Instead of helping families, Governor Braun is doubling down on costly coal, gas, and nuclear. That means more pricey power plants that Hoosiers like us have to pay for. Utilities get richer, we pay more. Something has to give. Go to StopMikesHikes.com today to send Governor Braun a message. Hoosiers need affordable energy, not a blank check for greedy utilities. Paid for by Citizens Action Coalition.
Hi, I'm Dylan, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As a customer service specialist, I love helping couples find their dream engagement ring. And guess what? I just got engaged, so it was fun to create one myself. First, my fiance tried on a bunch of ring styles and she was drawn to a classic diamond pave setting. Then we looked at different diamond shapes from pear to oval to cushion. She fell in love with the princess cut. At Shane Company, you can create a one-of-a-kind ring and get it in days, not weeks. Because a friend wants you to have a magical holiday proposal. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Neighborhoods are popping up everywhere, but if you want something different than what you're currently seeing, Joyner Homes, based out of Greenfield, can build you a unique, custom home on your own private lot or anywhere you can bring your own builder. They've built hundreds of homes across central Indiana. Visit Joyner Homes Model Homes or go to joynerhomes.com to see floor plans and pricing and more. With Joyner Homes, you can even start from scratch if you want. Check out their 5-star Google reviews and visit joynerhomes.com.
Are you ready to put joint pain behind you and get to a place where persistent pain doesn't control your life? The dedicated orthopedic experts at Community Health Network are here to turn those goals into a reality. With personalized treatment options that include robotic-assisted surgery, we'll help you feel your best so you can get back to enjoying your hobbies again. Learn more about your care options at ecommunity.com/ortho. Community Health Network. Exceptional care, simply delivered.
Coming up in 2 minutes, the government shutdown now on day 37 is having an impact on the skies and at the dinner table. And what happened to the Indiana Pacers last night? Those stories after Fox News from the Technology Recyclers Studios. 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis. It's 8 o'clock.
Day 37, Gianna Gelosi, Fox News. The FAA getting ready to slow traffic at airports while the government shutdown continues, with Congress yet to pass a bill to end it.
The shutdown is forcing the FAA to reduce air traffic by 10% at high volume locations. Now, that's about 3,500 flights each day. It's not clear which airports are affected. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy called this proactive to keep flying going. Now, moderate Senate Democrats appeared ready to end the shutdown, but Tuesday's election results hardened their resolve. Pennsylvania Democrat Chrissy Houlihan brazenly interrupted House Speaker Mike Johnson at a press conference. Capitol Police tried to remove Houlihan, then realized she was a member. For Democrats, urgency to end the shutdown evaporated after the election.
And that's Fox's Chad Pergram. Now, the fate of President Trump's wide-ranging tariffs are now in the hands of the Supreme Court.
For nearly 3 hours, justices questioned attorneys in a case President Trump describes as life and death over his use of tariffs.
They're not an exercise of the power to tax. They're the exercise of the power to regulate foreign commerce.
Solicitor General John Sauer made arguments for the administration, telling justices President Trump is using tariffs not as a revenue raiser requiring congressional approval, but as a tool to change behavior of foreign governments. Chief Justice John Roberts at times appeared skeptical.
Well, who pays the tariffs? If a tariff is imposed on automobiles, who pays them?
An opinion is not expected for several weeks. In Washington, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
And the Senate is going to vote on a war powers resolution that could block U.S. forces from taking down cartels. This follows President Trump defending U.S. strikes on alleged drug trafficking boats in the Caribbean and the Pacific. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Something's changing in the skies. Nothing on radar. 34 degrees at Monument Circle. By Monday, we could see flurries, but nothing like that happening today. Just a high of 61. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:02. Air traffic control slowing down 40 major airports across the U.S. as the FAA is cutting flights by 10%.
U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy making that announcement Wednesday, saying the government shutdown is causing flights to be delayed or canceled and preventing aviation workers from getting paid.
Those who travel will see that we've had more delays. We've had more cancellations. We do not want to see disruptions at the FAA or here at DOT.
Air traffic controllers have now gone a whole month without a full paycheck. Indianapolis International Airport is on that list of the 40 high-volume airports expected to see more disruptions and a reduction in air traffic. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
It was a summer evening on the east side of Indianapolis when the cops were called out to a gas station along North Mithofer Road. A teenager had been shot. Officers arrived to find 16-year-old Rodney Ward Jr. in the parking lot. He was taken to the hospital but didn't survive. This morning, police say Michael Jones, the person who they say murdered Ward Jr., will be in court for an initial hearing at 9 a.m. Hoosiers relying on SNAP benefits this month will have to wait a little bit longer to get them. John Herrick explained.
The Indiana Family and Social Services Administration said Wednesday that November SNAP benefits will be delayed for a week at the minimum for Indiana households due to a revised formula for calculating benefits. The USDA's Food and Nutrition Service has updated the directions for those. They say the recalculation is necessary because the federally determined maximum allotment for a household has been reduced by 50%, so they have to get all the math sorted out. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
About 3,000 Hoosier third graders are repeating the school year after not passing the state's reading test. It's part of a new push to make sure that kids can read before they move on. The Indiana Department of Education says reading scores improved overall, but most third graders still needed help to get out of the grade they were in. Many of them advanced with extra support. The new policy is meant for kids to get some reinforcement before moving on. At Hinkle Fieldhouse last night,
Butler can bring it into the front court. McCaffrey will dribble this out, and the Bulldogs are 1-0 to start the season.
On the Butler Athletic Network, the Bulldogs cruise past Southern Indiana 88-58, and the Indiana Pacers are 1-7 after falling to the Brooklyn Nets 112-103. They hit the road for 4 games on the West Coast, starting in Denver Friday. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 8:05, traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
What's happening, Ryan? Looking at southbound 6570 crash after Washington Street near Fletcher Avenue blocks the right lane, causing slow traffic back to the north split. And the crash cleared northbound 65 approaching the south split. That's still construction, so we're stop and go past Raymond Street. Crash on the southeast side, northbound 465 at Brookville Road. And the left lane is blocked. Traffic stop past I-74. Also a crash in Beech Grove. This is Churchman at 6th Avenue. Inbound 69, a 10-minute delay, 116th Street to 465. Traffic sponsored by Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. Get your home ready for colder temps and holidays. Benjamin Franklin of Indianapolis is here to help. Everything from plumbing inspections, water heaters, and more. Book now at BenjaminFranklinPlumbingIndy.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist, what's happening?
Hey, good morning. A frosty start in some spots this morning. There you go. Lots of sunshine this afternoon. Not as windy. Highs right around 58. Tonight, clouds increase. We'll look for lows to fall to 46. A few spotty showers early Friday morning, maybe a few rumbles of thunder. It is going to be a bit breezy. Again, for the first part of the day, I think by noon and after will be dry and will actually clear out. Highs will reach about 65 on Friday. Then the colder air moves in for the weekend. 58 Saturday with a few showers late. And then on Sunday, possibly a rain-snow mix. Will turn much colder with highs only near 42 on Sunday afternoon.
That's just ridiculous.
I know.
Just total madness, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of hate. A lot of hate.
Not for me, for Mother Nature, right?
Oh, yes,
Whatever.
yes.
Okay, good.
Your hate is different.
Oh, nice.
It's a very different hate that Tara Hastings offers.
Good.
Yeah, you don't want to be on the other end of that. No. You will bleed. She'll cut someone. She ain't shy.
Nope. Yep.
Nope. Truth. Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. I appreciate you. 35 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:07. As you heard Ryan Hedrick discuss in the top of the hour news, we have SNAP benefits being delayed. Food and Nutrition Service updating directions for determining the maximum amount of benefits each household will receive. Because the allotment was reduced by 50%, this was the argument. Some judge says, hey, you have to fund the SNAP benefits. And the White House says, we don't have the money in the fund to fully fund them, so therefore we can't fund it. And the judge said, you have to fund it. And they were like, okay, but we don't have all the money, so you figure it out, states. Or you figure it out, everybody. So now, Indiana Family and Social Services announcing that November SNAP benefits will be delayed because of this revised formula for calculation. Anything you think about the shutdown is not the story just at this moment. The story just at this moment is making sure your neighbor can feed themselves and feed their kids. There's a food pantry near you. Go to it. Go get it done. Drop off the food if you can. I'm not telling you that you have to if you can't. There are plenty of ways to be helpful, and it doesn't have to be this way. We have too many people on these benefits. We have too many people who shouldn't be on these benefits. That is all true. That has to be dealt with. And the people who scream and yell about removals from these benefits, I have very little time for, because what they favor is dependency, and what they favor is you paying more. They're hateful people. Nope, not putting up with them. But we have neighbors who are going to be in need, and we have to deal with that reality because of the shutdown. So, food pantries, get it done. By the way, Matt Baer, the donation to the Harbor Light Center there with Salvation Army was made this week.
Oh, thank you. Well
in your name. You should have gotten an email.
Yeah, whoever's name.
We had done the coffee, the morning blend coffee that we do with Matt Baer's name, the Joyride and the Road Rage, and made that donation to the Harbor Light Center, which helps people in recovery. That's where Matt wanted it to go. Regardless of my issues with the Salvation Army, that's what Matt wanted. That's what Matt got. So that donation was indeed made. I still have some coffee. I'll get that out to people. Can't do everything. I do as much as I can. That's all there is. Being supportive of your neighbor is something you can do. My advice is get it done. Because every political conversation about the shutdown doesn't change the fact that your neighbor might need help. Give them the help. I don't actually think there's any other way to view it. Tony Katz, that's me, by the way, 93 WIBC. Good morning. If you're tired of HVAC and plumbing companies and all their confusing offers, Masters keeps it simple. Masters Heating and Cooling, mastersindy.com. You can get a full second opinion from one of their Master Comfort advisors completely free, so you can make your next home decision with confidence and peace of mind. Masters Heating and Cooling, your HVAC, your plumbing. How about $200 off water heater installation or $500 off tankless water heaters? Cannot be combined with other offers. Talk to Masters Indy about all of the details. They are your HVAC professionals. They reset my system a few years ago, making sure it runs at peak efficiency all the time, winter or summer, and it's fantastic. My house is toasty in the winter. My house is cool in the summer. Masters Heating and Cooling. They also have 0% financing for up to 60 months with qualified system purchases. Talk to them today. 317-881-9074. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-881-9074. Masters Heating and Cooling. 881-9074 or online at mastersindy.com. That's mastersindy.com.
Here's the question. Should you delay filing your Social Security until age 70? Conventional wisdom says that would give you a bigger benefits check. But that's not necessarily true anymore, because when you considered your taxes on your benefits, IRA and 401k withdrawals, and even Medicare premiums, you could get even more income by filing for your benefits early. Discover how you could get every penny out of your benefits with a free, yes, free customized Social Security analysis from Bill Demery, your retirement guy, at 317-648-5120.
If you've saved more than $200,000 and have not yet filed for Social Security, schedule that free analysis right now. Call 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120, or visit yourretirementguy.com. That's yourretirementguy.com.
Truck drivers, the holiday rush is here. Take advantage by becoming a Schneider driver. By driving for one of America's busiest carriers, you'll stay busy during the holiday season and throughout the new year. Plus, as a Schneider driver, you'll have access to top quality driver support and newer equipment spec'd with the latest safety and comfort features that drivers want. Don't wait. Get a jump on 2026 by exploring jobs in your area today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay, things people love. Secure purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at indianaunclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check indianaunclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
Traffic on the fives. Matthew Baer, WIBC Traffic Center. What are you doing?
Yeah, we're grounding on the southeast side right now, Tony. It's a crash on northbound 465 at Brookville Road, and it's blocking two left lanes, stopping traffic past 74 to Arlington Avenue. Delay time is 17 minutes. Northbound 65 stop and go after South Keystone Avenue into the south split because of an earlier crash and construction. Inbound 69. Delayed 5 minutes, 106th Street to 465. Crash Beach Grove, Churchman Avenue and 6th Avenue. Traffic sponsored by Fox One. Fox One is your home to stream live sports from NFL on Fox to Big Noon Saturdays, NASCAR, and more. This week, don't miss the Hoosiers take on Penn State. Download the Fox One app to stream Fox One live sports streaming now. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:15.
Hi, this is Chris Cox, owner of Chimney Solutions, Indiana. We're celebrating our 10th year in business. Call this month to take advantage of 10% off all chimney sweeps and inspections. We're also celebrating the opening of our new fireplace showroom on 86th Street and Lafayette Road. Come and experience our exclusive lines of wood-burning and gas fireplaces.
Call 317-557-6979 or chimneyindy.com.
I don't know if you've seen this video of these two Jets fans, these kids, and the dad is recording them. He's a Jets season tickets holder. And he's recording his kids after they learn that Sauce Gardner was traded from the Jets to the Colts. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. I don't think there's any cursing in this, producer Carl. But finger on the dump button just in case. And the dad's recording the kids, and the kids, like one kid's asking a question, the other kid's he's just crying his eyes out at this stage.
And it's okay, okay? The Jets traded Sauce today.
To where? To where?
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'll get you a different one. He went to Indianapolis, and they also traded. They also traded Quinn Williams.
I play center deal.
He did, but so did Sauce.
No, I don't like the Jets.
No Jets fan likes the Jets. They're the Jets. That's all there is. So the video keeps going, and the kid is like, I'm a Colts fan now. This video makes its way, because it went pretty viral, makes its way to Sauce Gardner, who is clearly in Indianapolis, wearing a Colts jersey, and does this.
Sauce went to the Colts. It's okay.
I like the Colts now.
Yes.
What's going on, Bryce, Trey? Just want to say I appreciate y'all for the support. With that being said, I'm going to be giving y'all two of my first Colts jerseys.
And he signed the jerseys and sent them to these kids. Sometimes you got to wonder whether these things are all just made for TV moments. Right, it worked out too perfectly. Right move, right play. You are going to see that kid, probably not in Berlin where the Colts play this weekend, and then it's a bye week. But you will see that kid and his dad at a Colts game. They will be there at Lucas Oil. That's going to come. It's going to happen. Nicely played by the Colts and by Sauce Gardner. Nice to see that some other people are picking up that the Wall Street Journal was very, very wrong in their conversation a little over a week ago regarding self-defense. The Wall Street Journal had put out a story, 6 words every killer should know: I feared for my life, officer. And there was this documentary on Netflix, I think it was Netflix, that was an issue in and of itself. But, you know, what happens when you've got weird neighbors and neighbors won't leave neighbors alone? And this woman shot through the door and killed her neighbor, and she went to jail for it, and rightfully so in my view. But still, there's a story there about how everyone treats everyone. But the idea that you shouldn't be able to protect and defend yourself, they're making the argument that somehow you could just make it up. You can't. This woman said she feared for her life, and she still went to jail. And I'm happy to see Shooting News Weekly had the story, that this is a really ugly take regarding stand your ground laws, castle doctrine, a whole host of things. We should be encouraging people in the United States to protect and defend themselves. Absolutely, we should be encouraging people to buy guns, buy ammo, and get trained. It is not the other way around. The other way around is sad and dangerous and destructive. This way allows people positivity and opportunity. And the conversation of the armed society is the polite society. Well, I believe that to be true. And maybe you don't even have to engage it that way if you choose not to. To be unable to defend your family does not make you somebody responsible for your family. That's my argument. And my argument can be made even far more personal than that. I'm just not going to engage it today. Then there is the Mamdani election. And I saw a post about the victory. Jacob Stewart, who does opinion over at the Indy Star, some are I think worthy, some I think are mistaken, but it's opinions, right? He thinks about anybody. The main electoral problem faced by capitalism is there aren't enough capitalists. I think that's my biggest takeaway from the New York City mayoral race. And he shared, you know, the screenshot of Mamdani winning. I would agree that we need more capitalists. And in order to get more capitalists, one has to stop sending their kids to universities where they are clearly, in every single way, indoctrinated into some very, very radical hate. If you take a look at the data, if there was no high school degree, a high school graduate, some college or an associate's degree, they all voted for Cuomo or for Sliwa. Only those with bachelor's degrees and advanced degrees went for Mamdani. And you can say to me, well, that means the educated people know how to properly vote. No, it doesn't. The idea that someone would call them educated as if the other people are uneducated because they don't have what these elitists have decided was the proper sheepskin hanging on their wall, that is the fundamental problem. That is a proof of concept of what I'm saying regarding what universities are actually doing. And if you send your kid to those universities, with all due respect, you're failing your child, stop it. Oh, but their friends go there. Oh, but it has this good program. None of that actually matters, for the record. But there's a story here. Data tells stories. And if you take a look at the data, you see something else. You take a look at the numbers. The same numbers that Jacob posted on Twitter. Actually, you can see it. I actually have the same exact graphic from NBC News. 2,055,000 total votes. 2,055,000. That's weird. How many people live in New York City? Because we're talking about the takeaway. The takeaway here isn't that there aren't enough capitalists. There should just be more capitalists. 8.4 million people live in New York. 8.4 million people live in New York. Let's go back to the number. 2 million people voted in the election. You mean less than 25% of the people voted in the election? And in the election, Zohran Mamdani got 1,036,000 votes. So half. You're telling me in a city with 8.4 million people, Zohran Mamdani got 12.5% of the vote, and it's proof that everybody's a communist now? Yeah, I think everybody needs to start, taking a deep, deep, deep breath. Is Mamdani bad for New York? Absolutely. Are his policies guaranteed failures? Absolutely. People tell me that you can't keep talking about liberal white women and think they're going to come to your side. I don't think they're going to come to my side. I'm making a different argument. Why is it that we continue to send kids to universities that then become these liberal students? Well, Tony, you brought up liberal white women. Because there is absolutely, you don't have this victory from Mamdani if women don't vote for him. Why are women voting the way that they do? It's an interesting question. And is it specific to women in general? No, because they're playing conservative women who would not dare vote for someone like him. But if we want the real takeaway, and there is something to be said about how women and men vote, there is. It's a worthy conversation, one that can be done with decency. Yes, I make fun of the women of West Berkeley. They deserve it. The takeaway from the Mamdani election is not that there aren't enough capitalists, although there should be. It's not that we're all going to, everybody's a communist now. That's not it either. 2.5 million, 2 million votes, 2,055,000, and he got 50.4% of the vote. Out of 8.4 million people. Less than 12.5% of New Yorkers voted for this guy. The story here is about voter turnout. The story here is absolutely not about, well, there's a mandate for this Marxism, communism horse crap. This stuff is very defeatable. But one has to be able to turn people out to vote in order to do it. The numbers tell a story. Matt Bear has traffic. What's up, Matt?
Northbound 465 on the southeast side, crash at Brookville Road, and 2 left lanes are closed. Traffic is stopped back to Emerson Avenue for a delay time of 21 minutes. South side northbound 65 stop and go Keystone Avenue into the south split because of an earlier crash and construction, a 9-minute delay. Inbound 69 slows 106th Street to 465, and eastbound 465 on the north side slow roll from 865 over to Meridian. Crash Beach Grove, Churchman Avenue at 6th. Traffic sponsored by B Window. It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
Turns out weightlifting is way better for you than cardio. Better hit the gym, Casey.
Join us Thursday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at indianaunclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check indianaunclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
Do you need furnace or heat pump service and need to find a local well-trained expert you can trust like Family Heating and Air Conditioning? We'll find that American Standard Air dealer at IndyHomeComfort.com.
Has your house become a burden? Why not sell it to us? Simple Quarters is a local Christian company that loves to assist people in difficult situations. Simple Quarters has helped over 3,000 families sell their homes in Indiana.
Wanda's been in real estate. I've been in construction, so she would find properties that we could fix up and resell or rent.
Probably we've flipped about 40 houses. I don't want to do it anymore. Health is not good. We're in our early 80s. Sometimes you have to give it up.
James, he did a good job. James was very cordial and, like I say, responded to our phone calls and kept in contact with us. So he did a good job.
When I got the purchase agreement, and he did have things in there that was pertinent to me. It's important.
Yeah, James followed through on what he said. Did what he said he was going to do.
Yeah.
Other companies make broken promises, but at Simple Quarters, we keep our word. Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters at 317-900-HOME. 317-900-HOME.
Hey, Pat Sullivan here. Well, it's that time again. The Christmas season is officially underway, and we're kicking it off in style. Join us this Friday through Sunday for our holiday open house at Sullivan Hardware and Garden. We've turned the stores into a Christmas wonderland filled with unique gift ideas, festive decor, and one-of-a-kind ornaments you won't find anywhere else. Pick up your open house coupons for extra savings up to 25% off select items. You'll also find Indiana's largest selection of pre-lit Christmas trees from 2-foot to 14-foot tall, and every one of them is up and glowing at our Keystone and Allisonville stores. And right now, take an extra 10% off all artificial trees, already priced 30% off. The best prices of the season. So come on in, get inspired, and kick off your holidays with us at Sullivan's. 71st and Keystone, 49th and Penn, Cicero, and Allisonville Home and Garden by Sullivan in Fishers.
Struggling with chronic joint pain? Don't want risky surgery or endless pills? QC Kinetics is your answer. Our non-invasive treatment stimulates your body's own biologics and has a fantastic success rate without lengthy recovery or harmful medications. Ready to live your life pain-free? Go to qckinetics.com/Indianapolis or call 317-559-PAIN and get a no-obligation consultation. Whether it's stem cell, PRP, or a number of other revolutionary therapies, QC Kinetics should be the last call you make. Call 317-559-PAIN.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Your flight plans may need a second look. Nothing on radar. 34 degrees on Monument Circle, going up to 61. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:31. The FAA is facing a shortage of air traffic controllers, and the ongoing government shutdown is not helping, with aviation workers still unpaid. Staffing challenges are beginning to affect operations nationwide.
Many of you know that we are 2,000 controllers short, air traffic controllers short, and we have surged our academy to bring more controllers into our system.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says starting Friday, the FAA will cut air traffic by about 10% at 40 of the nation's busiest airports, including right here in Indianapolis. A woman was shot and killed in Whitestown early yesterday after arriving at the wrong home for a cleaning job. Maria Florinda Rios Perez had been scheduled to clean a home but ended up at the wrong address. The cops say she never entered the home but ended up being shot through the door. Her husband was with her and held her until help arrived. Perez leaves behind 4 kids. The call initially came in as a home invasion. The UPS plane that crashed this week had been flying for more than 3 decades.
The United Parcel Service cargo jet that crashed Tuesday was an MD-11 plane. It was 34 years old and had its fuel tank repaired in September. The Wall Street Journal says the plane was grounded in San Antonio from September 3rd through October 18th. The jet that crashed was manufactured in 1991 by McDonnell Douglas, now owned by Boeing. The MD-11 is no longer flown by passenger airlines. It was purchased by UPS in 2006 and converted into a cargo plane. The Journal says UPS and FedEx still fly dozens of MD-11 jets, but have been upgrading to newer, more efficient planes. The cause of the crash in Kentucky is still under investigation. Jenny Coselda, Fox News.
President Trump is reacting to Democratic Socialist Zoran Mamdani being elected as the next mayor of New York City. Trump called Mamdani's victory speech angry, especially towards him at the American Business Forum in Miami yesterday. Trump says he just wants to see New York be successful. This year, about 3,000 Indiana students are repeating 3rd grade.
That's because they did not pass the I-grade exam. The state's education department put out data Wednesday showing that's 7 times more students being held back than just 2 years ago. The Indiana Capitol Chronicle says Education Secretary Katie Jenner thinks it could have been worse, crediting students getting better at reading, with the final retention number being lower than they first thought. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The movie Predator Badlands is expected to make about $25 to $30 million at the box office this weekend. And sports on WIBC, the Indiana Pacers are now 1-7 after losing to the Brooklyn Nets 112-103 last night at Gainbridge Fieldhouse with 8 players hurt. Head coach Rick Carlisle says it's tough.
A lot of guys have a lot of extra responsibility that they've never had before, and so we've just got to absorb it and do better.
And Carlisle was thrown out of the game in the third quarter for arguing a call on a deflected inbounds pass. The Pacers hit the road next, opening up a 4-game West Coast road trip in Denver on Friday night. For a group that hasn't spent much time playing together, the IU men's basketball team looked locked in during their home opener Wednesday, beating Alabama A&M 98-51 in Bloomington. Head coach Darren DeVries says his players fed off each other well.
They're just out there playing, and that's I think it's allowed them to play fast and really trust their instincts.
And Reed Bailey opened up his Indiana career by scoring 21 points. Indiana heads to Chicago to play Marquette on Sunday. The Butler Bulldogs got a 30-point win last night, beating Southern Indiana 88-58, and the Indianapolis Colts are headed to Germany to play the Atlanta Falcons Sunday. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 8:35. Traffic on the 5s, and here's Matt Baer.
Southeast side crash, northbound 465 before Brookville Road. 2 left lanes are blocked, and traffic is jammed back to Emerson Avenue. Delay time at 17 minutes. Northbound 65 south side stop and go traffic. Keystone Avenue into the south split delayed 14 minutes because of construction and an earlier crash. Inbound 69 slows 106 282nd, and westbound 465 on the north side slow from Westfield Boulevard past 31 Meridian. Traffic sponsored by B Window. It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Baer on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
35 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:36.
Life insurance is one of those things that just about everybody needs, but few people actually have. Hey, if you die unexpectedly without life insurance, guess what? You'll leave your family with even a bigger mess. Life insurance will help replace your family's income. It'll help cover burial expenses. Life insurance can even help pay off debt like credit cards and medical bills. Life insurance can even pay for college. And if you own a business and you die, life insurance can help your business from collapsing. It can even help cover estate taxes. Life insurance has never been more affordable and needed. Plus, you can always shop around even if you have a plan and save some money. So call the Life Insurance Quote Line right now for free pricing information.
800-917-8730. 800-917-8730. 800-917-8730. That's 800-917-8730.
Your bath and double the value. It's B Window's Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free. Plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com.
It's time to fill up on the news, presented by Simple Quarters. Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME, 317-900-HOME. Time to fill up on the news. Dow futures are up 43. NASDAQ futures are up 62. Oil prices right now at $60 a barrel flat on the West Texas crude, $63.88 on the Brent crude. The 10-year Treasury up 4.116 is where we're at right now. And I don't have, for whatever reason, my gold prices are not coming up. Let me see if I can get it this way. Gold is at $4,015. That's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with gold spot right now at $4,015 an ounce. There's also a story about job cuts. This, according to a placement firm, Challenger Gray and Christmas. That's literally the name of the firm. Layoffs in October, highest level for the month in 22 years. Job cuts were 153,000. The economy is not great, and technology is making changes to jobs. This is the reality. It's not really deniable. I think to deny it would be kind of, well, silly. I'll use the term silly, if you ask me. Guys, the world is crazy. The world is nutty, but we do not have to be. We do not have to be crazy. That's why I bring you the Tony Katz TK Thursday Music Moment, presented by KillADentRemoval.com. KillADentRemoval.com. You have door dings, you've got hail damage on the roof, on the hood, wherever it is, they'll come to you. Kill a Dent Removal comes to you. They've got paintless dent repair, mobile dent repair, make your car look good as new. Absolutely amazing. Talk to them for yourselves. Kill a Dent Removal. Kill a Dent is what they like to say. KillADentRemoval.com. So easy to talk to, so easy to work with. Get your car looking great. Get the dings gone, looking better than ever. KillADentRemoval.com. They bring you the Tony Katz TK, that's me, Thursday Music Moment. Everything is listed there at WIBC.com. By the way, we do have a couple of posts, producer Carl, where we need to redo the video because it's not coming up. It was inserted wrong, so we got to go back and look at that. Get it right for the people. Producer Carl has a playlist for you that exists. Where do you get the playlist, Producer Carl? Where do you find that?
You go to WIBC.com. There's a banner there for you to look at it.
Look at that. Just that easy. I believe in taking a moment, taking a breath, taking a beat, and getting your head on straight. You know, so we roll down the window. I know it's cold. You roll down the window in the car, step outside if you can, you grab a drink. I'm not here to judge. You turn up the speakers, and we take a breath because it's... I don't know what's...
That's them taking a drink.
Oh, okay. Someone gave him like power. I don't know when this happened, but I have to rein it in. I went to 1970. I consider it a beautifully haunting song. It's haunting in its loneliness. It's haunting because I think it's also a dig. It was the last album Simon and Garfunkel did together. And I don't think that this was meant to be loving. But it could be construed that way. In any case, from Bridge Over Troubled Waters, roll down your windows. Take it in. See what it does to you. Simon and Garfunkel, the only living boy in New York. Producer Carl, hit it.
Tom, get your plane right on time. I know you're part of the whole fine. Fly down to Mexico. Here I am, the only living boy in New York. I get the news I need on the weather report. Oh, I can gather all the news I need on the weather report. Hey, I've got nothing to do today but smile and here I am, the only living boy in New York. Half of the time we're gone, we don't know where, and we don't know where. Let your honesty shine, shine, shine now. Lord, 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 like it shines on me. The only living boy in New York. The only living boy in New York.
Song has layers that are, and if you look at the lyrics to this song, to The Only Living Boy in New York, the lyrics start with "Tom, get your plane right on time," and they used to refer to themselves, and others referred to them as Tom and Jerry. I think that was their early name. And this was Garfunkel going down to Mexico to film a movie. I know your part will go fine, fly down to Mexico, and here I am, the only living boy in New York. Man, it's haunting. And then there's Garfunkel doing the background vocals only on the chorus, and it's the song plays, man. Sorry. It does. Matt Bear has traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matthew?
Absolutely fantastic. Crash southeast side, northbound 465 at Brookfield Road, blocking the left lane, causing jam traffic past 74. Northbound 65 on the south side, 10-minute delay, Keystone Avenue into the south split. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Window's Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free. Plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 35 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:46.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, is it true?
What's that?
Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires?
Absolutely.
Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change?
You got it.
I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
But I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
No purchase necessary. Ends 12/31/25. Visit website for details.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. T&Cs apply.
Right now at Tom Roush Lincoln, get a 2025 Lincoln Corsair for $4,000 off plus 0% APR. 2025 Lincoln Aviator from $5,000 off plus 0%. Or 2025 Lincoln Nautilus for $4,500 off. Also 0% APR. So come get that new Lincoln at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fisher.
Corsair MSRP 51,720. Aviator MSRP 72,225. Nautilus MSRP 71,60. 0% APR for 48 months on qualifying Lincolns. Good through 12/1/2025. Subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details.
At Advent, we help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine by getting your nose and throat working with our unique Advent approach that you won't find elsewhere.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov or text Tony Katz to 46220 today.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
This month, Pure Talk is supporting Canines for Warriors, a terrific organization that trains rescue dogs and then pairs them up with combat vets struggling with PTSD. This is why I switched to Pure Talk. Sure, I like the unlimited talk, text, and plenty of 5G data for just $25 a month, and you will too. But you will love being in business with a company that shares your values. Dial pound 250, say micro, and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Join the Indianapolis Urban League Monday, November 18th at St. Philip's Church for a drive-through food box and meal distribution. Stay in your car and receive fresh produce, meat, dairy, and pantry staples. No ID required while supplies last. Volunteers are needed to help make this event a success.
Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. Not only seen the sights the girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair, but they're cousins, identical cousins all the way. One pair of matching bouquets, different as night and day. Where Kathy adores a minuet.
I'm sorry, all theme songs should be like this. All of them. It's time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is this? A television theme song? Here's how we play our game. Producer Carl has picked a television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is. I love you, chat room, but I was already there for you. But as usual, right, I can check with the chat room on the live stream, youtube.com/WIBC. You get in there, you get to be a part of it, and I can check with them, or I can check with Matt Bear, and I will do that right now by phoning a friend. Matt Bear, hey, Producer Carl, why don't you start the song again, if you would?
Who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square.
Matt Bear, what is this television theme song?
That's Hannibal, Tony.
Totally sounds like Hannibal.
That is good. That Kids isn't even yesteryear. That's the beginning years. That is the theme song to Patty Duke Show. That's right.
Where Kathy adores a minuet, the ballet russe, and crepe Suzette. Out to rock and roll, a hot dog makes her lose control. What a wild duet. Still they're cousins, identical cousins, and you find they laugh alike, they walk alike.
Someone asked, who is Patty Duke? That is something else right there. I'm going through her IMDb. Patty Duke played Helen Keller in The Miracle Worker. Age 15. 15. That ain't easy. That is not easy at all. She was married to John Austin, chat room. That is absolutely, or Aston, John Aston. John Aston was with Wednesday, the Addams family. He was Gomez. So that's John Aston. John Aston is still alive? I'm sorry, that sounded terrible. I sounded like I was upset. I didn't mean it that way. I apologize. Oh my gosh, he's 95. I did not know that. He divorced Patty Duke in 1995. He's now married to a Valerie Sandoval. Had absolutely no idea. And his son is Sean Astin. As in Lord of the Rings, Samwise Gamgee. Happy to put that all together for you, people. One theme song, a lot of useless knowledge. That's what we do here at Tony Katz in the Morning News. Useless knowledge. We also give people a smile and set the record straight and bring the heat and a lot of sexiness. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I can do it all. I'll catch you guys at noon. I don't know what just happened there. Matt Bear, he has got the traffic. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
All right, so looking at northbound 65 approaching 21st Street ahead. This is a stall blocking the left lane, no delay at the moment. South side northbound 65 stop and go traffic from South Keystone Avenue up to the south split. That's a construction zone. Looking at the southeast side, crash clear. Northbound 465 at Brookville Road still slow back to Emerson Avenue. And northbound 65 stop and go Keystone heading to the south split, a 7-minute delay. On the northeast side, inbound 69 slows from 96th Street down to 465. And on the north side, eastbound 465 stop and go traffic from Michigan Road over 231. A reminder, the Monumental Marathon is this weekend, and we're going to have a lot of road closures, especially on Meridian and Penn. Traffic sponsored by B Window. It's B Windows.